In the group finally had a morning within Sigil after their first eventful night. Questions were asked around regarding the purpose and destination ship known as the Messenger and of its passengers. The group answered as best as they could while keeping to command the questions when Verity asked. From there on, they noticed that several other prisoners were let loose from the garrison after having served their nightly time for drunken, disorderly behavior or such misdemeanors not fitting for the prison. But among them were two more interesting individuals, Seti, a fated advocate, and one known as Kubril, of sorts. Before the group was able to pay them too much attention from their scrutinations, two more figures entered the scene, one being Stan, an elder to his duties in the harmonium that doesn't quite sit well with traditionalists, but he seems to have a certain shine to Verity, at least. And Mercy Killer Sael, Mercy Killers, seems to have a different sort of shine, which he seems to demonstrate with repeated violence to the captive Mantuok when certain insinuations are brought to light. Mantuok's interrogation is the first thing on the agenda as the group tries to figure out what purposes the Weird might have behind him to press charges against Adam and Fira, side to the whole thing, and so Mantuok shoulders the whole responsibility of it. Mantuok is not particularly cooperative given his current incentive, and Mercy doesn't seem like a possibility on the agenda the more the group presses on in that particular direction. Finally, under Adam's coaxing, Mantuok manages to produce a single name, something about the Master of Bones, and seems to die of his own accord. Very strange indeed. Perhaps something was keeping him from talking earlier on. They have a surgeon at hand, Imaltha, who offers to conduct an autopsy on the body, in particular around the neck region where there seems to have been suffocation, and Sael agrees to bodies. But he does suggest that Verity press on and try and help this group round up the rest of their lot from them, as trouble seems to follow closely on their heels. Officer Aram has some discussion with them as well about the nature of the bodies and the investigation, and the group points him in the direction of the mortuary. Details. He does so in his own way and plans for the carriage rides for the group around town by Verity, or around Sigil rather. Their first stop turns out to be the barracks, the headquarters of the Harmonium himself. A gloomy grey building, rigid, where apparently they heard of the possibility of one of their companions being there. The companion in question is Finala. Small stature, seems excited to be able to join the good fight, as she puts it, and she's thrilled to bits that there's an eye apparently dedicated to such a thing. She has apparently grown a bit tired of her life in quiet meditation and prayer and sedanti, those skills to use. Makes the we should perhaps leave her here a bit longer to get over with her trials and orientation if needs be. The group is also continues to be puzzled about the strange or whatever it might be, the creature that continues to cling from Verity now to Adam, and later on to Hayes when it's fed. The next destination is the Grand Gymnasium, Order, also known as the Ciphers. This faction in particular prizes thought and motion, single action. They are a strange one as the group enters the surroundings after surrendering items and food and weapons for holding, at least for those who do enter. Finds himself saddled with Ilinia, while Verity and Alara enter the grand gymnasium surroundings to see a luxurious font. And within the confines of the courtyard itself, where sparring is taking place between many parties, they finally find completely at home, fending off 3 opponents, only slightly smaller than himself. Her eye colors and blending in, observing from the sidelines. Tia explains what she knows, eventually plucks up the courage to approach the Fractal Rise, asking for permission to relieve Ahi of whatever he's currently doing. The Fractal remarks that it's a pity, but act rather than ask for permission, stopping her from reaching her full potential. When Ahi, who is in the blurred state, is recovered, Alara wants nothing else but to get out of here as quickly as possible. Considers the continued missing state of her companions. Meanwhile, outside, get hungry and fair the narrations Adam is offering it. Adam tries and fails to get into the storage area. Hayes decides it's better to buy something to feed the newt with, after which ownership is transferred temporarily. And then Adam finds himself something new to worry about. Outside the gates of the Transcendent Order's headquarters, he spies a looking figure in an odd place. Ulgar, groundbreaker from Turok-Mal. Here. And this is where the session starts for today. Is everyone catching everything?
Yep.
Yeah, most of it.
Sort
Yeah,
of.
there's like
some break,
a little bit here and there, but it's not as bad as last.
Mostly just the last words of every other.
It's like way better.
I'm
Okay.
thinking the suspect is it might be the voice sensitivity.
All right. So, Adam, what do you do?
All right, the Newt is with Hayes currently. See Ulgar.
It's with Hayes, yes.
I see Ulgar. I look at Fira. I look at Ulgar, and I run after him. I chase after him.
Do you say anything to her?
Adam, what is it now? Wait. She's running after you.
Okay, good.
Is Ulgar inside the thing?
No, he's outside the, at least where
okay.
Adam sees him. He just sees Adam running off and Ilinia sort of confused but following. What does Hayes wish to do?
I will follow them as well.
All right.
Spooky music. Ooh.
Outside the relative tranquility of the grand gymnasium ends there as soon as outside you're confronted again with the whole hustle and bustle of a busy sigil.
Oof.
This is the guild hall ward, and you can find totems from all factions around the place. And it's not exactly far from the Harmonium's guild hall ward either. The crowds passing this area carry themselves with far more pride than the hive denizens, affluence, and significantly more order in the way they pass by. You need to make a perception check now.
All right, perception check. Perception, right? Just double checking.
Yes.
Okay. There you go. 12.
Adam,
Yeah.
crowd.
And
There's
what?
a large crowd,
Okay.
mainly of some armored figures where the harmonium are concerned. There's insignias of others, such as the ciphers, not unlike yourselves on here. So on and so forth. You don't see Ulgar at the moment.
Shit.
And for attracting attention or better searching.
Okay, wait, what? Before attracting attention, I heard everything.
Is there a microphone setting for Discord?
On your end. Yep, if you go to your settings and you go to voice and video, right?
Okay.
It's input sensitivity. Like when you speak, is it above the green bar or is it usually below the green bar?
Sensitivity.
Yep.
Whoa.
Automatic can be quite bad sometimes because if it doesn't pick it up. I think usually the setting is good at about negative 40 dB or negative 45.
I have mine at negative 40.
Sometimes when some people who are soft-spoken,
How does this work?
you can keep talking and we'll see how.
This work? How does this work? How does this work? How does this work?
Yeah, I
Well, we
think
can
it's
hear
fine
you,
so
so-
far.
I can hear you fine now.
We usually can hear you. It's just like the answer sometimes.
Sometimes
Sorry,
it's
important.
Okay, let's just try.
40 and hope it works.
all
Or
right.
45 about.
Okay, so Adam, how do you try and look for Ulga?
All right. What I will do is right now Fira has probably not caught up to me yet? Question mark. Has she?
Not yet.
Not yet. All right. Cool. What I will do is I will cast message and my mind.
Message.
Can you do that?
I can do message
Yes,
if
you
I know I don't need to see the guy if I like have known him for a while. Like if he is a familiar person,
Right? You need to
right?
You need to see that person to do the message.
Really?
I think
Yeah.
you need to know roughly where
Yes,
they
I
are.
need to know
you need to point at them.
You need to
Yeah,
point
you
at
need
them.
to point in their
Oh,
direction. Like
Point at them.
You're
You don't
thinking
have to
of
see
sending,
them.
which is a different spell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you don't like for a message. You don't have to see. More like you can sort of point in that direction.
All right. Cool. All right. Let's see. Ulgar. Do I know if Ulgar is moving bright objects?
Okay, here's the thing about Ulgar. He's a druid of the wastes in Turokmal.
He's dinosaur.
The
form.
Turokmal, where instinct trumps thought. There are some whose capacity for thought better suits them as animal handlers. And it says a lot about Ulgar that he's one of the best. He's known to communicate mainly in grunts and gestures and also hunched over. Even at minglings.
All right. Okay. Interesting. All right. I would like to cast. I'm in the middle of like a large crowd, right?
Yes.
Okay, I would like to cast
Which
dragon.
some are Harmonium members.
All right. Okay, I would like to cast Dragon Breath on myself, and then I'd like to shoot it directly upwards, like in like a cone up, and I'd try my best not to hit. Like I don't want to hit anybody. Like just like make a big show in like the middle of this crowd.
Choose an element, I suppose.
Choose an element.
Fire, sure.
Okay. Make a performance check for this.
All right, gladly.
Again, flashy.
See how. Aha! Not very flashy.
All right. You don't exactly get the whole swing. You cast a spell, and you don't exactly get the whole natural motion of it. So instead of looking like a part of a performance, it looks like a jerkily executed move. Some of the crowd around like stop and like take a step back when this happens, and the officers like sort of put their hands over their weapons a bit.
All right. What I'm looking for right now is I'm looking for anybody who's like who either doesn't react at all or is like instinctively reacting like kind of like an animalistic like, oh, I gotta get away or I have to get ready for battle kind of thing.
Well,
That's like everyone.
everyone is reacting around you, but like with a certain like raised eyebrow or like not quite comfortable look.
Okay.
And the harmonium officers are stepping over.
Oh shit.
All right, what's the big deal of this? You want to do street performance? There are better places for that.
Oh no, I'm just lost. I just wanted to. It's my signal to my friend that I'm right here. Don't mind me. I'm not going to hurt anybody.
Do Fira and Hayes arrive about now?
Adam and Hayes do arrive. Frown and they look up from Adam and see Hayes, and you're not quite sure if the frown disappearing is a good thing.
Hayes will put his claw on Adam's shoulder. Do not run away again, and sort of drag him back to the entrance of the place where we were supposed to wait.
Is everything all right over there, officer?
What was that?
Is everything all right over there, officer?
Yes.
What was that all about?
This one is not sure.
Yeah, I'm looking for my friend. You may have seen him. Large, burly man, grunts a lot, green skin.
Telling that to me or to...
I'm speaking out loud.
The harmonium from you're better off looking in the hive for bashers of that description.
I swear I just saw him pass a moment ago, and usually the fire thing would work. Look.
You may resume your search once the others return.
Adam breathes fire again, is it?
Yeah, like in the air, like just to show him, like usually he would notice, like, see, look, and I just breathe it again. Like
Adam, you sense that sight isn't like the crowd is a problem.
shit. All right.
So they narrow their eyes now. Stop him from doing that. It's alarming some of the citizens.
Understood.
They turn around and start heading off.
And then we head back to the entrance.
Wait, before we head back, can I try one more thing?
This is with everyone noticing, so people may react to stop this if they don't like it. What are you
Yep, sure,
trying to
no
do?
problem. I'm going to try my best to do an animal call, perhaps something that's like from Turukmal. Can I do that?
What sort of beastie?
Turukmal
Turukmal does have dinosaurs.
Okay, I would like to try to make like a loud T-Rexy kind of roar. Can I try that? Can I do that?
This would require a performance.
All right.
Oh no.
Because I have no idea how like a normal human would try and replicate.
Like, okay, like if Hayes pulls me, like if Hayes pulls me back, like as I'm walking behind him, I just wanna, as I walk, I wanna go like.
Your performance is 50.
Yep.
Is it?
I just want to like cup my hands and then go up in the air and go.
That's a 2. That's either really good for you or really bad for you.
The Harmonium officers turn around. Ezekin, consider sending this one to the gatehouse.
It
I'll
has been
carry
considered.
on. You're not sure if anyone hurt you at the moment, Adam, but haste brings you back in.
All right. So that was just to double check, like that was the Guildhall ward, right?
You're on the Guildhall ward right now.
Okay. All right. Cool.
House they mention is somewhere else.
Okay. All right.
This one recommends you refrain from drawing attention to yourself like that again.
Your recommendation has been noted and swiftly declined. Let's go back before anybody else gets lonely. Yes, lonely. Let's go.
Okay, Hayes, you bring Adam back. Ilinia sort of looks over. This time she employs Elvish. Adam, what is it?
I don't speak Elvish. I speak Sylvan.
Okay, then you hear some sort of dialect on a language you understand that seems like air. You can catch up bits and pieces, but you can get the idea that she's asking what the heck is going on.
Okay, I tell her I tell her like, oh, so you see, I saw Ulgar a second ago, and I could have sworn we left him like when the ship like went full throttle.
Yeah, I miss him too.
No, you don't get it. Like I actually saw him. Like he was here. He walked past.
Adam, perhaps he's in a better place now.
No, he's not dead. I swear to you, I saw him. Like he was walking right there with like a basket of like groceries or something, and like I lost him in the crowd. So I was like trying to like disperse the crowd, but I just got myself.
It won't be
too.
the first time we've lost someone that mattered to us.
I know it won't be. I know it wouldn't be the first time, but look, you trust me, right? So I'm letting you know that honestly,
You know that
Ulgar-
there's definitely a communication barrier.
shit. Okay. I take out my book.
Yep.
And I write down in like a little corner of the page.
Remember, Elenia is illiterate.
Shit, I forgot.
Ruined.
I take out my book. I start writing, and then I think, wait a minute. Totally forgot she can't read. I put the book away, and then I kind of just give her like a look of like, all right, I understand. Like, okay, yeah, he's dead, and I should move on. Like, and then like I'll keep walking.
Elenia looks at Hayes. He misses our friend. That's all.
Hayes nods. Even so, causing trouble like that cannot be excused again.
Can I still like spit fireballs into my head? Is that something I can do?
Elenia does look at Hayes though and says, "Well, we've helped the others find their friends. First, find our lead."
Yes, perhaps the blue one may use some of her magic to find your other companion.
Right, and I'll say this is the point where Verity and Rose and Alara return with their two new finds, Tia and Ahi.
Okay, so we're casually walking out, taking our stuff, and briefing Aihe and Tia of what's happening. So far, the plan is to split them into Team B to go look for the rest. While
His picture changed while I wasn't looking.
what?
Picture changed while I wasn't looking.
Whoa.
I
Why
hate
is
it.
he Asian now?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. So I found a better picture.
Who
Before
is
when
this
you
man?
suggest them to
Now
split up,
now it's no longer Tamo Pinikit.
Yes. Although Tamo Peniket
yeah,
is still
when
a
you
sexy
suggest them to
man.
split up, right?
Sorry?
When you suggest them to split up, Verity says, I think it is not a good idea to split up at the moment. They still need to get sorted. But we can reconvene in the city barracks.
Well,
Okay,
pretty
and what-
much. Huh?
In particular, do you brief them about?
To find everybody else, the fact that we're still missing I think about 13 people.
Okay, Tia
Roughly.
takes note. Ahi just looks absolutely confused at the moment, and he looks more and more confused as things go on.
Oh boy.
Tia seems to be taking mental notes.
So I have the list of names pretty much, but essentially we have to get them to a center first so that they can get sorted and up to date, and then I will follow Verity to do all the other stuff. This is like out of character, by the way. I'm just like telling the DM.
Okay, so but you're paraphrasing this?
Yeah.
Okay. He looks at you and seems to stare at it. How long has it been?
It's
Verity says, it has been exactly one night that you have been here.
how long did you think it's been?
I don't know. He leans forward to hug Alara.
I hug back because it's been a while.
Tia rolling her eyes in disapproval. She's like, it's in public.
Does Alara freak out?
Seem to particularly care about this.
No,
so how
at
does
the moment
Alara
it's like,
respond?
she's hugging back because she has been sort of worried about everyone collectively. So it's like, oh my god.
Oh, and then
Yes.
at this point, Verity's like, so the two of you are, what they call, married couple.
I wouldn't say married, but this is my partner
Lots of
Ahe,
people
and
hug Verity.
this is my colleague Tia.
not in sigil. Wow. Never mind.
So I introduced both of them, but it's best that we get them to the barracks to sort of get sorted. I think that's what you said. The faster we get to do this. Sorry?
The best. I want to ask DM, is the city barracks holding cells similar to the garrisons, or are they like bigger?
Your luck, let's see, holding cell is the garrison. There is a G18 right there.
The G18.
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 Oh, you mean in
Oh, okay.
garrison?
Oh yeah, it's quite near.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's not far away at all.
Just your luck.
Yeah, but then Tia and Ahi do not, and Tia taps somewhere else. Is that all right with the rest of you?
What?
We need to talk, Alara.
Oh,
and then
that's
she
fine.
turns to the rest. Is that all right with the rest of you?
Verity says, go ahead. I understand you need to speak to your friend.
I look apologetically to Ahe, who is like 10 times confused probably right now.
Yes.
And I walk away to Tia. Alright. Status
Tia walks
reports.
with you. She picks up a little bit of a spring in a stride, nodding along. But as soon as she's around the corner, she's like, "Who's that?"
The Tin Man? Or
Yes,
he
the other one.
I would say he's a chaperone for this place because we know nothing about this place at the moment, and the only thing we
A
can
tout?
do. Sorry?
A tout?
A tout? What's a tout?
Oh, are those grimy little filthy street urchins saying they can show you around the place for money?
Oh, nine. He is actually part of this group called the Harmoniums. I would call them the police of this realm. So let's just say they're like us, but they know more. So the more information we have from them, the better we'll be outfitted to find the rest.
Wait, they're arresting us?
No, just think of us as passportless at the moment. They're a lot better than what we do to random people in Vithalanos, for sure.
You sure?
100%. If anything, stick with Verity. He seems to be the most permissible of all of them. I honestly haven't met the rest. There's Officer Jenny, but she seems to be some kind of secretary for the place.
You can see it's Tia can be easy to read sometimes, and you can tell she's on high paranoid mood at the moment.
Relax, Tia.
It all seems very convenient, doesn't it?
Sometimes we have to take the convenient. Our alternative is to run, and we don't have that option right now. It's been 2 days, we know nothing of this place, unless you have information.
I do.
Ah, let's hear it then.
First things first. Don't tell them this in case it works against us. Act foolish, perhaps.
Alright.
So, Ash, Kavros restated his orders, finding Stravas is priority 1. Meanwhile, he will take full responsibility of the ship. My understanding, as he takes responsibility, as long as he is held prisoner, they will not do something like, say, sell our ship off to the highest bidder and kick us out.
Well, if they were to kick us out, it would be back to where we come from.
No guarantees.
Well,
Either way, do not try to free the slave master. That's his own order.
understood. But we still have 13 of our team members left to look for.
We don't need all of them.
Well, if Kavros is at the moment unattainable, at least Vakatu, Sorrentina, and Kurok could give us an idea.
That would be good. Our navigator. Also, Ahi is in a bit of a strange way. He keeps talking about missing his mother and such.
Ah, remember that little plane that we were in before we jettisoned? Yes, I have a feeling it has something to do with that, but we'll clear that out as soon as we can. But first, we do need to follow the
topic away from mothers. I've had enough of that.
I understand how you feel. I have a feeling that I may have to contact my mother in, I don't know, a week. Who knows what brimstone she's going to bring down upon all of us. If I don't, I laugh a little bit. And then, is that all?
No, just getting started. I asked around, bribed a bit, picked a few pockets. Don't say anything on this. Our coins seem to work here, though for different reasons. They don't even examine the heads. But this is Seagill, City of Doors, like a garbage dump with portals. Order was good for Ahi, but I'd like to be with people who can think before they act. Tia proceeds to give you a textbook recital of something off from Verity's pamphlets, laws, and affections with certain clout to them. So far, it seems that anyone and anything might be. I don't know if that's good.
I didn't get anyone and everything might be.
Anyone and anything might be found here. I do not know if that's good.
I think that's even worse if you think about it. Keep your wits about you. I know you'll be fine, so I'm keeping you in charge of Team B at the moment. If anything happens, you're in charge. Take care of.
And the next thing is there seems to be some entity known as the Lady of Pain. She doesn't run this city, but rather it lets people avoid her. You can speculate about her, but not worship, apparently. She hates that. It is also said that she drops people into a big maze if they cause trouble, if they are not cut to pieces first.
Let's stay in her good graces.
If they are. And talk around the city is about this crash landing ship of ours. Apparently a faction called the Fated are having a fit over the damage to their headquarters and the amount of insurance premiums they're having to pay out to other damages. The other thing I've heard is that there's been a ruckus in a place known as the Hive. Apparently actually survived a confrontation with something called the Cadix.
Explain the Cadix.
Cadix, that's all I know. And the anarchists and their allies are on the move again and trying to take advantage of this division of law enforcement attention. Beware of strangers asking too many questions.
That's funny, because right now we are the strangers asking too many questions.
Be very discreet how you do it.
Of course.
Now I'm going to play along and don't trust anyone, will you?
Of course, naturally. If I remember correctly from Verity and Haze, another colleague of his, once you spend a night in their holding cell, you're free to do anything you want. So as long as we stay in the good books, we won't have any eyes on us.
Have you checked to see that you're not planted with anything?
Well, nobody's touched me yet, and if they did, they would be sorely in trouble.
Have you checked under the clothes?
Well, again, nobody has touched me. Have you been frisked? Frisked at all?
Spent a night in the company of unknown people. Anything might happen.
That's true. We'll do a double check, but I have tried to sense for any magical items. So far nothing. Save for our
seems more
friend.
discreet. But let's go back before they suspect anything.
Yes, let's. Okay, we go back.
All right.
I hang on to Ahe's arms just to
Tia tells
give him some support.
Oh, strange weather, doesn't it? Almost like home.
I smile. And then I look at Verity. Verity leads the way. I think we could get them sorted as soon as possible.
Oh, sure. We'll be heading towards the guild towards garrison. It's the nearest over here.
Yes. It takes a few minutes to get over to the Guildhall Ward garrison. Patrolled than the Hive one by far. And the buildings look more secure as well. Sometimes people do actual things like stealing parts of the building off. Here, no such
That's why
thing.
they have like those vines, right?
Yes. There are no razor vines here. And the receptionist, who looks similar to the one back at the Hive.
It's Officer Jenny!
He looks up at you. Can we help you?
That's Verity now is also Officer Jenny, but in another spelling.
You're not sure if you've seen this one before. There's so many Harmonium officers after all. So what if they look alike sometime?
Okay. salutes and says,
Hi, officer. Some of outsiders who would like to get sorted out today.
then he points towards Ahi and Tia.
He's still looking around the days. What? Yeah, taps him on the back. Oh. Yes, we are delighted to be imprisoned. Is that the correct word? The officer looks up at Verity again. Have you explained yet?
Yes,
Verity turns around.
sorry, I haven't explained. Outsiders, the first day, if you come here, it's better for you to and calm down. So we usually in the holding cell for one night, and you can go wherever you want the next day, as long as we have your name and where you come from.
Do you have anything I can write with? I haven't written to my mother yet. I told her I'd write back as soon as I could.
Is that Ahi talking?
Yes.
Verity says,
Well, this is Sigil. Do you come from, I assume, Mythnos then?
Yes. And he holds, being a bit confused.
Well, we can't actually send posts outside of Sigil unless you have the portal key, but it seems that Lady Alara here have other means of sending messages.
I squeeze his hand and I go, my dear, we'll sort it out later. Don't worry.
Long for now.
what do you say?
He nods along for now.
Oh, Verity turns back to officer.
So yes, this one is Tia from Mythalanos and Ahi from Mythalanos.
Hi, says Tia, putting on the all too earnest smile. Noelle is way better at this. The nods and takes out her logbook to write in. And eventually things are settled. It's the afternoon now, about let's say 3. What do you wish to do?
I look.
Verity actually turns and tell you guys, around, right?
Yes.
And the creature is around haze, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
We are near the guild
Yeah,
hall.
I give it a look again, but then the creature doesn't seem to respond to her. And now sensing attention on it, it opens its eyes again.
Yes, we'll find someone to identify this one. And after that, I might have to make rounds to the hive. I do have to take care of some personal things.
Of course.
Don't you have an investigation to do?
Just handling that for today. And is that what that's what he told me.
Hayes will say the scaled one claims that he spotted a friend. Perhaps we can allow them to go.
He turns to Adam.
So you've spotted a friend? Yes, you're free to search around in the Grand Bazaar. To recommend you some inns to stay, lodgings and things like that, since you're new here.
Then Verity gives you some information about the nearby inns.
Okay, cool.
In the guild
An
hall
inn?
lot? Okay, you're not sure if they will have the money for this.
Yeah, I was about to
Right,
say too.
yeah,
I want to look at Verity as he's like explaining the inns, and I want to put a hand up to like stop him. I'm like, all right, you can stop right there.
Are any of them free?
Where can I where
There's
can
only
I?
one place you've known that is free. It's called Alicia's Pantry.
It's like soup
In
kitchen,
the
right?
hive. It's in the hive.
It's manned by the Bleakers, right?
No, Alicia's the Bleakers still charge for their services. A small amount. Alicia's Pantry is run by is at H24.
How
I can't
many
live
hours
with the
is
nap
that?
today. Sad.
Alicia's pantry will take you 2 hours to get there.
All right. Basically,
Remember.
basically, I
Yeah,
want to
very
ask.
tier
Uh-huh.
of like high cost to like low cost, even to Alicia's pantry, but like he says it's very far away.
All right. Okay. Then I'm gonna ask, like, is there any place that I could get some work? You know, maybe get paid for helping you
You're a
lot for an
strong
investigation.
laborer then.
I'd say.
Ah, good.
And then Rarity gives you a list of places that might need like hard labor.
Rose will
Okay.
say as well. Rose, oh no, oh my god.
Actually, if they help me with the investigation, oh yeah, I wanted to do that. That's the plan for today. Rarity takes out
Yeah,
his coin pouch, hands you all each a gold coin. Even Fira.
Question mark.
So that's like how many of you? So Tia, Ahi, and you 5, right?
Tia and Ahi are
They're
It's
being
only you 5,
processed.
right? Including Fira is 5, right?
Ira looks at this in confusion. I've
I
heard of these. What do they do?
Very says
These are gold coins. They are
Wait, even Haze?
currency.
uh,
So
So isn't that just 4 plus fear?
4.
No, isn't that just 3 plus fear?
No, it's like Rose, Alara, Adam, and Fira, right?
Yeah,
So
4.
that's 4. Okay, 4. So we each get a gold coin. And Verity says,
if you could find an inn that you could spend a day in, perhaps you to start off. These are gold coins for you to use in Sigil.
How
Well,
do you use these?
it's money,
Yeah.
Fira.
Yeah.
Money.
You buy something, you give something.
price. So Verity patiently explains the use of currency, like how he explains currency to Hayes back then.
Wow, it's like a
These
worse
mods.
barter system.
Right? Tell me about it.
Will help
Good.
you to tie over for the first few days, I hope.
Okay, if this works here, I hope it works. Do we have to say where we got it from?
Let's just keep that between us, shall we, Fira?
Yeah, you don't really need to say who you got it. As long as you have money, people will be willing to trade with you or exchange services.
Kira
It'll
looks
be
at Adam.
That just give me the gold coin. I'll be our treasurer. I will keep the money for
Pass
us.
it to you.
All right.
In Turok Mal, the barter system works in favor of those with prestige.
See.
Like a cow given to you from like a clan chieftain is worth more than a cow given to you from like
Okay.
Makes
Interesting.
sense. It's like, oh, the cow that was given to me from the commoner is probably going to die soon.
All right.
But yes, you guys got the coins, and Verity says,
I will be going to the hive. If you want to go to the hive, you can come along. Otherwise,
At this point, Arya, who's been silent the whole time, gives a loud protest. No, not again. Here.
sorry, Arya. It's just gonna be a quick go to the orphanage and we'll be out.
But it's never quick, and then the orphanage kids all want to run their grubby hands over me.
and then Verity says,
Arya, you need to be patient. They are kids because they really think you are extraordinary. Bye.
Last time one of them called me horse meat.
I will have to teach them about that. But to let go of those. You see, they are bad thoughts, and just accept it because and think of good thoughts.
Right, he tries to teach Arya tolerance.
Make a persuasion with disadvantage on this.
Disadvantage.
Still pretty decent.
16.
Okay, Arya nods. Fine, but I'll want a proper wash after that.
I'll help you with that later.
Is Rose been quiet this entire time?
She's looking at the coin with interest. Trying. Does it have any real markings on it, like the ones that she gave us, or do they all look random?
There are markings on the coins, but none of them look consistent. Coins from various worlds.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting. Oh, my housemate is cooking. I'm so sorry. But yeah, Rose is just gonna tell Verity. She says that, well, I don't really mind receiving this coin, but I don't think I want to receive it without giving anything back in return.
No, it's okay. It's for you to start your.
I think well, like Adam said, I don't mind working for my stay, but I think I'd rather help with something that I'm probably better suited at.
What are your skills?
I'm a ranger. I'm a ranger. Yeah, I can track stuff. I can help you with your investigation. That was I was really quite interested in that.
In that case, yeah, you can follow along when I continue with the investigation. After the orphanage, if you don't mind coming along.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind at all. That sounds really great. At least I'll get to do something.
There'll be a lot of little kids, and they are very excited to see new people.
That she's thinking of kids. Okay, I guess I can do kids.
Hey.
I can't hear you. What do you say?
That's great. And
He looks around Ara and says,
well, I'll be heading towards the hive. If you have any trouble, just maybe speak to one of the garrison officers and I might get a message.
Right.
I mean the hive garrison, the one that you stayed last night.
Rose, Fira sighs a little bit. All right, lead the way.
Well, yesterday you are in a hurry to go, so today you're free to go wherever you want.
That actually doesn't sound half bad.
Just be careful of.
Fira turns to Adam. Rat said there was a lead in the hive somewhere.
Yeah, we're following. I'm just speaking out loud here. Sorry for piping up. Let's go.
Right.
and Verity
let's see.
turns to Hayes and say,
Duties today.
I don't think I do. Do I have any duties today?
People are still trying to finish the leftover of your insert special dish attempt here.
Ah, see. Okay. So it's all good. Hayes shakes his head. This one is free to accompany you on further investigations.
Thanks, Hayes. Then we all head towards the hive, those who wants to come along.
It's probably everyone at this point, I
Yes.
believe.
Yeah.
We all go to the hive.
to help with investigation, I think. I remember she said.
Yes. Wait. What does Alara do?
Alara is
Alara is
currently
Yeah, she's not around, but she did tell
Oh,
me that she
yeah.
wants to help with the investigation. So
Okay.
We
assume that
left
she wants to
Fanny,
help
right,
also.
Intia?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yes, I think let's assume that Alara told them. He will tell the officer. The two that went into the holding cell just now, that if they want to find Lady Alara, we'll be in Hive.
We'll continue holding them until they're free to be released. Not worry.
The message to them that we will be in the Hive if they want to find a friend.
The officer nods. And take care if you're being in the hive. There's apparently some kind of ruckus going on.
Ah, yes, I'm aware of that. Thank you for your concern.
And then Verity salutes.
Have a good day, officer.
He nods back.
And off to
Do you all
the
want to
hive
say
we
anything?
go. So go and sort out mute.
Do we want to say anything to the? Any?
Yeah. Do you guys want to say anything? I think
Oh,
Verity's
no.
done.
No, yeah, no. Like,
How about to each other when you're traveling?
oh, I wanna talk to
Okay,
Rose.
before we head to hive out of character, I want to sort out mute first. I want to get someone to
You have
identify.
fallen asleep around haze like a certain little
That's
scar.
nearby, right?
So it's like right outside of
Yeah,
the
the
garrison.
bazaar is like next to us, kind of.
Yeah. We'll do this, and on the way we go to hive.
Okay, that's about half an hour's walk.
It's like in the opposite direction, though.
Yeah.
Oh.
But this is closer. Like, what do the arrows mean? Are those like is that teleportation? The arrows.
The arrows sort of indicates where it continues, because remember it's a donut.
Yes.
So imagine you join this whole thing at one end.
Yep. You
and
make
you
a donut.
fold this whole thing in.
Yep. So they're all supposed to be like a whole donut. If you print it out and then you stick it all together, it's supposed to become a donut.
So basically, everything is on the way to everything.
Yes.
It's infinitely joined.
Ta-da! That solves the other way problem because everything's on the way.
One way is longer than the other, though.
Yes.
But I mean, if you go far enough in one way, it then becomes the shorter way. Hey.
Well,
Eventually.
Eventually.
The Grand Bazaar, and on the way we go to Hive. Is anyone on board?
Yeah, everybody's going to the hive. So, like, in our minds, we're going to the hive. We don't even know we're going to the Grand Bazaar.
No, Verity did tell you that we'll sort out and this creature is. Then we'll go to Hive.
Oh,
Yeah, it's on the way. We're Gabe.
we wouldn't know any better anyway, like you said.
Okay, give me a moment. Okay. Here's music.
Music.
Bazaar is mainly the domain of the Free League. Free League considers all visitors potential customers, so everyone gets treated more or less the same. Don't tease the merchandise, you break it, you pay for it.
Oh, Verity tells you
And,
guys about that.
All from all over Seagull around here, and there's a poll in particular where they're called the debtors poll, where they notify each other about people who have defaulted on payment or been tardy. There are rewards attached. The bazaar is not contained in a single building, rather it's spread over a magnificent open air plaza. It's just a huge square of endless tents, shops, and stalls, and where you can hear everything and everyone trying to make noise at the same time. The noise is deafening. It's between pleasant, unpleasant, and downright strange. The bazaar itself doesn't have any formal boundaries either. It can sort of spread out almost anywhere. It's the single busiest faction of all here.
Does Rarity know roughly where is the physical side of things are?
Okay, with the market. Okay, the first thing is like there's people all around you, and you can see several urchins advancing already. Like, hello, sir, welcome to your day. And then they notice that there's two harmonium officers there, and they back away from the prime people. Good day, officers.
Nuts. Good day.
All right. So, what exactly are you looking for here?
Some sort of. They usually like maybe the magical parts where they sell potions or like
Magical beasts.
magical items, that kind of thing.
Okay. Everyone to help me with this. The market ward has 27 locations under M. You.
Under M.
M4 is a Woolly Cupgrass Laboratory, which is an alchemist lab.
Laboratory, I mean, alchemist doesn't have a lot to do with magical items or identify, right?
Liquids.
M14
It's more like
is
liquid and
pretty
stuff.
spot on.
M14, where is that?
Parts and pieces meat shop.
That's hasting. No, we're looking for like a magical shop or something.
Oh, he looks at Animal and looks at that shop and is like, okay, you say so. I mean,
Try looking at M21, Trivium's Antiquities.
Yeah, I was thinking like antiquities, maybe.
Okay.
Is it more magical?
Well,
But identify old stuff, right? So they should know some stuff.
okay, let me just check something.
I think the crash one of the big shop on the way down.
I think the Great Bazaar itself, and then you find like a person selling stuff. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I was thinking about the Great Bazaar, like inside the Great Bazaar or something.
The Great Bazaar is better for asking around. If you want specifics, then the shops may be better for that.
Okay, so okay.
Okay. Equities is run by a Gin, who is one of the largest supplier of gate keys in the cage. And presumably, she also knows where they go and such. She is quite magical.
We passed the gate keys to Sael, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna just take that off my inventory.
Yeah, she would have a decent amount of knowledge.
Okay. What you do here? Just head towards the antiquities.
Oh, where was the fiend, the friendly fiend's magic shop repositioned to?
Friendly Fiend's magic shop was
Because that was destroyed, right?
Yeah, that
When
was
the plane
destroyed
crashed?
anyway.
It was previously at L1.
It's L1, yeah. But where is it now?
It's moved to L2 for the time being.
Oh. Ooh,
Right below it at the
candy shop.
Happy Candy Sweet Shop. It's a bit strange.
What? I don't know where is it.
It's
L2 right below.
I
it's
can't.
near Harbinger House.
And it doesn't let me search things on the map.
Oh, okay.
My laptop web is not.
Okay,
very
L1 is the left edge of the lower ward.
good. Left edge of the lower ward.
Yes, the little blue, purple gemstone thing. Like there are two, like one slightly above the other.
Get out when I get there, so it's L2 then.
Yes, that's the Happy Candy Sweet Shop,
Sweet shop.
which is it's the new location of the Friendly Fiend Magic Shop. They're
Okay.
doing like one of those shop within a shop things.
Okay. All right, I noted that down. Anyway, yes, we go to the antiquities place.
Paste in Discord.
Everyone is like having a
Antiquity is a massive tower about 200 feet in diameter
break.
and
Wow.
many stories high. Adam, you have not seen such a tall building before, and neither has Fira either. Dismisses until she gets nearer and it's like, that's a building?
It would seem so.
Right.
Wow.
It's a hard to miss building. It's a huge shop occupying a 5-story cylindrical building made of smooth green marble, chiseled into the exterior, marble in a continuous line, just coiling around the building itself. Single wide iron spiral staircase bearing through the center. Lu herself can be found on the first floor, seated high behind a mammoth half-circle marble counter, where customers pay for their services.
Okay. Verity heads towards the counter and asks Haze to follow
Yes. Follow with the new build.
with the sleeping axolotl.
Little
Elu
Can I
sand.
have the
she's a
name?
small elderly tiefling, speaking in a shaky voice. Welcome, welcome everyone. How can I help you today?
Verity does a little bow and say,
Hello, I would like to have your service to identify a creature. Do you provide that service?
Oh, you're not here for a key?
No, not exactly. I know that you do deal with the arcane, so perhaps I was thinking you could help.
Well, I am an incantifier, so do magic. What do you need identified?
he asks Haze to step forward.
You
That's
present
a
the
creature.
little animal.
She leans forward with her spectacles and tries to adjust them to get a better look at Haze. I would say this is an umbral lizard folk. A dust scale, in fact.
No,
This one.
around its neck. That
Hazel
curious creature.
like sort of pick up the newt and softly present it to the tiefling lady.
She looks at it and then, my word, a mud puppy of some kind. I've heard of those coming from the plane of water, some of the prime planes, and this is magical.
Yes, I do sense that he has both celestial and fin properties, which is why it's not so kind.
Okay. Please put it down on the table.
Haze
Yeah.
puts it down on the table.
Its eyes open as like Haze lets go of it. It sort of scrabbles along to try and get back to where it was perched.
I guess Haze will have to sit with the creature on it.
Oh my, dude. It's still, I can't do a divination
Okay,
if it keeps.
Verity
Can I hold it and just hold it on the table
Verity
Yes.
takes out a
so that
ration.
it's still kind of like comforted?
Verity gives it a ration and tries to like lure it to just stay there with the food.
It seems a bit distressed in this area and not really eating the food you're giving it. The on the counter here are things that are known as tiefling treats, which is like little bones, meat tidbits, crunchy roasted insects. The newt does seem to look at it a bit more closely. Alluvius reaches out with her hands to it, sort of wrinkled and shriveled, and begins casting a ritual identify on it. Let's see how this is. So you may have to wait a bit, and we'll see.
Thank you very much.
Everyone to make a perception check.
All right. I am. I see
Ditto.
nothing.
The diviner haze.
Oh hey, Team 3 perception.
Yeah. Oh hey.
Okay, Hayes, Rose, and Alara see this with little effort. There are customers around you, like looking at the various goods on display. Some of them are looking at their wallets and trying to make an estimation. Others still appraising slightly more differently. And one of the customers, however, seems to be watching you all more closely. A gnome of some kind with a small little fuzzy little animal by his side,
It's
seemingly
a
chewing on a
gnome.
little pipe.
Is that a rat?
Is that the face he's giving us?
Hey, to you, it's a kind of rodent.
Ooh, a
It's a
rat.
gnome.
Can I do an insight check to see what he wants?
Is that the face that he's giving us?
Well, that's the face he's giving to the glass cabinet he's looking at, but you can see he's looking at the reflection.
Okay, I would like to insight as well. Like,
got
does he mean
14.
to scam us?
Okay. Mentally noted, we're being watched by a gnome.
Good
Tell me
gnome.
small-sized dudes with rats.
Oh, what is that insight?
Good gnome.
Okay. Alara and Rose, you just know he's paying a lot more attention to you than any of the items in the store.
I would like to pay more attention to him.
Like
Please.
to people specifically or on the newt?
Seems to be on your group in particular. That's all you can tell for now.
Hayes
On
will
Alara.
alert Verity that there is a gnome standing. How close is he to us?
He's standing by the display cases, so like convince him about items and stuff, so it doesn't look conspicuous.
Yeah, but distance-wise, he's like a good 20
Maybe
feet away.
30 feet away.
Okay, 30 feet. Okay. Small, white-haired gnome appears to be watching us.
Hayes, when you alert Verity, the gnome sort of stops looking your direction, takes out, refills his pipe, and starts like walking back around the shop, looking like a normal customer.
Verity notes and says,
Yes, I'll take note of that. But it's not that people to be looking at a group of us. We do have quite a strange group here.
Comforts the animal.
as well. So we wait for 10 minutes.
I'm keeping an eye on the gnome.
The gnome is heading upstairs.
His rat thing?
It's sitting on him all the while.
Oh, and then Verity turns to you.
Feel free to look around in these antiquities. Do come back after about 10 minutes. And we find out about this creature.
I nod
Oh, look for your friends.
and start looking around, and then I go to Rose. Did you see Setman?
I didn't like that at all. At least he's gone away now.
I'll keep a keen eye if he appears again.
Right on that.
And then I browse around. I'm sure 10 minutes is gonna go by super fast.
What is around us again?
All right. Around you is okay, let me see. There's plenty. Basically, mostly it sells portal keys, which comes in all shapes and sizes. The shops arrange from bottom to top, expensive bulk items on the lower floor, and the most costly rare gate keys at the top.
How much do they
first it's-
cost?
Yeah, how much is the cheapest?
The price depends.
They look for one for Vitalinos.
There could be simple things like marble. The portal keys could be simple things like marbles, bone chips, feathers, flower petals, and so on and so forth. The floor has proper display cases, and the
Is
uppermost
there
parts of
anything for 5 gold and less?
Oh yes. The cheapest ones can go for a silver piece or so.
Oh.
Oh,
Where does it go? I mean, like, is it labeled?
Oh yes. Okay. There are some that right. A multiverse map thing. Okay, there's pretty much a label for all the main planes around. For example, Mount Celestia, Arcadia, Pandemonium, so on and so forth. People only state the plane that she knows where they go to. It's not marked with where exactly within the plane it goes.
So the less specific, the cheaper it is.
The less specific, like the planes in general are like anyone's like sort of guess, but like certain planes are more certain planes more expensive are the specific ones. Like for example, the city of brass, like or like the elemental planes where the genies come from, because those are major trading hubs. Those cost more.
okay.
Abyss, you can get to the abyss for 1 silver piece. Nobody really cares.
There's blood war over
Should
there. You
we-
don't want to
should
go
we?
there.
Huh?
There's blood war.
Itopia, Arborea are slightly more expensive because they are quite nice, like holiday destinations.
So it's plane tickets.
Prime
Yes.
Material Plane is pretty much one of the most expensive ones.
At how much?
Those can be a gold or 2.
So, I mean, do they specify which prime material plane or just random?
There are prime material planes that you have heard of, some you haven't. It's a bit of a risk. People
There's
are
no
more
arc,
familiar with the people are more familiar with the generalized parts of the main planes, because the prime material plane can be highly varied.
There's no arc, right?
So
Unfortunate.
It's okay.
I think Rose is gonna
you
buy...
can see with the limited time of browsing, 10 minutes is really not a lot.
Can Rose buy
That's-
one that goes to the abyss?
What?
Okay
It's
then.
silver.
Sure, feel free to buy a key.
Yeah, feel
I'll
free to buy
just-
keys, guys, if you're interested to
He'll
go
buy
anywhere.
one that goes to the abyss.
I'll write that down.
If shit
Abyss.
hits the fan, open the portal to the abyss.
And push the bad guy into the abyss.
The D&D table.
Yeah. Think go ahead.
So that's
Okay.
what's- right?
So this is what this portal key in particular is an extremely spicy pepper.
Pepper?
In the shape of a spicy pepper?
Chili.
Oh, or you have to bite it and then it triggers.
Whole thing.
Or you have to eat it.
Will it
Yes.
expire?
How does it work? Does it teleport one person or does it create a portal?
It creates a portal according to what Lou tells you, but the portal is quite short-lived, maybe a minute or less. So, Mao see when you're done.
Ah, okay.
She asked if you would like to spend another silver piece to get a key just in case you want to come back.
Actually, that's a good
Okay.
idea.
That's a very good idea.
Alara will get 2 back keys.
Yes.
You're getting?
2 return to sigil keys.
That's a bit difficult. You have it's from a specific plane or whatever back.
Oh,
She sold you a key to the abyss to Sigil.
oh, okay.
Alright. I'll get yeah.
Mm.
I'll
I
get
see
one.
a business
Okay.
opportunity. See, you buy
So
one
that's 2
key
keys.
to the abyss and like 50 keys from the abyss to sigil. Go to the abyss, sell keys to sigil.
Business idea.
Yay,
Okay.
keys.
So what's the stats on the newt?
Cost to go to Bitopia, by the way. Just curious.
Bitopia would be, let's see. Bitopia, maybe they'll price it at 5 silvers.
Bitopia 5 series.
Right. And then after a while she's done. If you are moving, right?
Nope.
You're just sort of there. Okay. After a while she's done and she looks up looking a bit puzzled. Tell me, are you willing to sell this wonderful little critter?
What is this creature exactly?
Well, I'm quite willing to buy it. It's very charming properties.
It's not for sale.
No need to rush anything, of course.
Could you tell me what you identify of this creature?
Well, it's quite a big eater. I think it might grow sometime.
How big? Do you know?
She sort of adjusts her spectacles and gives you a look. You might really want to sell it off early before it gets too expensive to feed.
I do need to know, other than it eating a lot, what other properties that you find curious?
It seems to grow according to what it's being fed.
And Russian fiend properties, where does it come from? Do you know?
I think it comes from potential.
What?
It comes from potential?
From where?
Potential.
Plane of
Okay, write that down.
Would you be willing to sell it?
I think my friend is not willing to part with it. But
What use
of-
do you have for it? You seem rather keen.
Yes, I do have quite a few things. Is there a place you would like to go that you need a key for?
not at the moment.
Fair.
But Is this creature of creature, or is it a creature from, as you say, with the water planes?
It was not naturally born, I think.
Not
So it is created creature then?
Very magical. But she looks up at Adam. Seems to be the most possessive one. You are from another place, are you not? Do you want to get home?
No, at least not right now.
Bertie asks,
I do have to ask, do you know of a portal to like Rithananos or Throatmail? Because my friend here might be interested to get back at some point.
He pauses. Are those worlds?
Yes, that's what they told me.
we nod.
Rose listens in curiously.
You got a question. Are those worlds?
Yeah.
Bertie's like,
That's what
Talk to
they
him, it's
say
like-
they came from.
yeah.
Yeah, because that's what they told us.
Mm-hmm.
Me.
Do you have no records?
He gets out from behind the counter, moves to start looking through her records, whatever her records might be. There's a whole like shelf there, and she seems to be going to spend quite a bit of time looking through things. In the meantime, those of you who passed everyone make perception checks. Those who passed before get an advantage.
Ooh. Cool.
I think it's the
Natural
gun
20.
Natural for the
Wow.
both of us.
again. You guys.
Even Ben got high.
I have a pretty big modifier.
All right, so these Alara and Rose. The gnome comes back down the stairs again, yawning a little bit, scratching his head. He walks past a lot of you without acknowledging any of you, and you all notice that the rodent isn't on his shoulder anymore as he heads out through the exit. Unless you wish to try and stop him or anything.
Nah, I don't think we do.
Can
No.
I make another perception check just to see if I can see the rodent anywhere? Like looking for it actively. Like, yeah, from where I am.
That's what Rose does. She walks upstairs, looks for the rat.
Not upstairs, just in case the rodent.
See, right now on the ground floor, you don't see any rodent.
Alright, cool.
Are you doing anything? Just
I
staying there.
tell Hayes, or I point out to Hayes. I'm sure he saw it as well. It seems our little friend, who was quite interested in us, left his rodent somewhere.
Haze nods.
Anything we should be worried about?
Not yet.
Right.
She comes around after a while. It is interesting. Urokmal Vitalanos.
Mithalgaring.
Mithalgarin.
And your friend said Sedante? Yeah.
Haze nods. You remember the little Finala.
Strange, the name actually does ring a bell to me, but
I perk up hearing that. I'm like,
then I heard long time ago.
What do you know of this place?
anything specific?
I remember these names. from somewhere else. She's polishing her glasses and like taking a bite from her little snacks as she speaks.
Well, Rose will pipe out. She says, "Well, it's okay if you can't find them. We're not in a particularly to
But you do need to go back at some point. It's good to know that
Well,
there's a key to go back.
well,
I
as soon
know
as we.
most worlds. One is
Well, probably our world isn't very popular, so
right, so maybe. You all may make an insight check.
Inside check.
Come on, Verity, you can do it.
what
26.
are you sassing our world?
Well, I have no problem with that. It's
so,
like.
Alara,
Mhm.
let's see, Rose. Okay. Alara and Rose, she's far more interested than she lets on.
Well,
I
that's
look.
alright. I'll just wave it off.
I will look at Alluvius. Fräulein Raskin, perhaps we could speak about this after we find the rest of our crew. You seem rather interested. But maybe I'll give you some time to think about it a bit more.
Rose is going to poke Alara a bit without try to secretly poke Alara.
Poke.
Hey,
Yes.
I do look forward to a future conversation. To tell you what, business with you has been pleasurable. The house,
What is?
all like glass bead places it in front of you.
The what house?
No, what?
Glass bead.
Have this
It's
on
on the house.
Whoa, glass bead! Okay. Who
Why
is
is
she
that
giving
glass
it to?
She gives it to the nearest.
Which I think would be
Kind person.
Hayes?
Okay. Actually, she gives it to the nearest prime. Is it Adam, Rose, or Alara? Who's the nearest?
I think I am because I'm talking right with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Alara would be more appropriate because she's responding to her interests.
Yep.
If you find yourself in a tight spot, just break it.
1x glass bead. And
Is that a portal key? Rose will ask.
thank you.
Where does it lead to?
That's a very good question.
As part of the magic, I cannot say.
Cool.
It stops working if you do know.
Ah.
I
Are
don't.
you sure it doesn't lead to dangerous place?
I'm gonna try
It is
insight check that.
troubling little thing.
What did she say?
Vexing little thing.
Ah. I keep it with me. Is it as big as a pearl?
It's like a bead, so smaller than a marble.
Okay.
Oh, so cute.
I'm guessing bite it, probably.
You
Don't
break
bite
it to
marbles.
activate it.
I think you can like pinch it and
Something
goes
like that.
crash.
Or like crash it.
You can break quite easily.
Yeah.
Can I check
Oh,
if
no,
she's
wait,
saying that?
Bomb.
Can I check if she's saying that just because she doesn't want to say it? Like whether or not it goes to arc or something like.
You can make an insight.
Serious glass bead.
Ah, it's just a 10. Yeah.
I don't know.
Probably not. Okay, so
Try.
glass bead.
You don't pick up anything further, Alara.
Okay. I
Hayes
take it.
will ask, Adam, what do you intend to do with this creature?
Well, the guy who gave it to me is probably dead. So I owe it to him at least to take care of it, right? And I think
Dorothy turns to you and say,
Well, from what the lady said, big and his appetite gets bigger. If you do not have enough to feed it, he'll be quite troublesome in the future.
well, I'll deal with that problem when it comes around. I like to think I'm pretty resourceful. I hope.
Oh my, it was the present from a deceased relative?
You could say that. So, sorry, but you're not gonna buy that for any price.
Okay, but do come back if you do change your mind.
Verity says,
Thank you. How much was the service?
Well, 2 silvers shall cover it. It was no trouble at all.
Thank you very much, Lady Ruskin.
and then he pays the 2 silvers. Let me mark that down.
Minus 2 silvers.
For Verity. Noted. Silver and 10 copper, I think. 10 copper to 1 silver and 10 silver to 1 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even so, to be quite malleable in Sigil.
Because I think in another universe it was 100.
But let's just say if you want to try and bribe people in Sigil, you typically start with gold, though.
Yeah.
I guessed as much.
Okay.
Verity thank the lady and hands the newt back to whoever it wants to go to right now.
Give it back to Adam, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it flees back into Adam's scarf.
Really? I was expecting it to go back to Hayes.
Yeah, because Hayes was the last to fed it.
I think it seems to be avoiding Haze because Haze did hold it down. Strange things were performed on it.
Okay, understood.
Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense.
Verity says to Adam,
This creature, it seems a very special one. But if you ever had trouble with it, just let me know and I'll think of something.
Sure. You've been accommodating enough. I don't see why not.
Anyway,
To next.
here we go. You have been delaying too long.
Okay. And then we get a cart thing and get back to the hive. It takes 2 hours, right?
I would like you all to make a perception check as you come up with disadvantage because this is not easy.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was pretty bad. It's a 10.
I will never see anything.
Has failed too.
Just
The
FYI.
mighty Haze has failed as well.
Oh my god, so badly times.
Many ones.
You all leave the establishment without further incident and start making your way through the whole flowery grand bazaar. Hands and shouting sellers and sights and smells.
What? Does Fira roll the perception as well?
Quick question.
I'll say
did we
Fira
find
doesn't know
Kendra
what
at the
she's looking
bazaar?
for.
Huh?
Did we find Kendra at the bazaar when we first found her to ask about the trinket, or was that
No.
in the hives?
Kendra doesn't exactly run a legitimate thingy.
Okay, so she was in the
Yeah.
hives.
He's in nice. The money that you sold the rat tails to the
Yeah, you can automatically add it to your inventory.
I
after
think
that.
I added already, if I'm not
okay.
wrong.
Make
But
sure.
I might be wrong.
Roll
I know
for
I have a
Kendra and
bunch
she did
of silver.
amazing. So she spots the other thing. Kira taps you on the shoulder and points. We found someone.
We found someone? Where?
Ooh.
What's
Look
going
in
on?
that general direction.
Does she just say it softly to Adam?
No, she's pointing.
No!
There's a
It's
white
no.
dragonborn walking around the Grand Bazaar. Rose, you notice she's wearing very nice flowery clothing that you think belongs to Sorrentina. And she's
Okay.
also seems to be putting on air around. Oh no, that won't do at all. Oh, that's that one. That's...
Oh
She
no.
seems to be examining wares and all that.
Oh my god.
Can I go towards her?
Quickly, Rose, quickly.
Can I just sidle towards her and then cough while she's examining wares?
Go, Rose. It's your moment.
Right. You said in the spirit of Sigil, like from the way she's dressed and the way she's tipping people, like people seem to have towards this rather clueless looking source of income. And then there are merchants going, yeah, take a look at this. We have more something better than that. Or you want this?
Oh no.
Mhm.
I go. I sort of-
Okay, you all, who wants to approach first?
I'm
Wait, how
approaching
far
her
is
and I'm
she?
going next to her and then I'm going.
Okay, Alara goes near and coughs.
Verity is staying staying near but like away.
Noel turns around looking at Alara, glances you up.
I stopped hearing.
Why, Lady Eliza, it's so good to see you. How have you been faring? She leans forward to embrace you.
I hug her back and I whisper in her ear, Lady Alicia. My Lady
He whispers back.
Sandy, how are you? It's been a while. I'm here with my
You
cohorts.
say Lady Sandy and like people are blinking around. Well, hisses in your ears. It's Lady Levereth. They think I'm a noble woman.
Ah. Well, I guess you don't want to be called by your nickname with the rest of us, Lady. What was it? Elithereth? What?
Levereth.
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 Lady Levereth. I make a show to roll my eyes like, oh.
Alara, make a performance for this.
Oh my
your
God.
First blunder was a pretty bad one.
Performance. Third. 4. With disadvantage, right? Yeah.
No, just normal.
Oh, it's still 4.
Back shaking her head. I see you're still doing this despite all the time we should have been together. Huh. He turns around and seems to storm off.
It's not my fault, I say under my breath, but sort of audibly that she's so hoity-toity.
Okay, who wants to try now? Alara had sort of made it difficult for her to get near for the time being with the public scrutiny.
Oh no. Rose, come on.
Rose is gaping at how Noelle looks like. First she was like, "Oh, Noelle," and then she was like, "That's Sorrentina's clothes. Why is she talking
like,
here?"
The fuck?
I'm confused. She hurries up to Noelle and like sort of like tries to hold onto Noelle's hand since
Can
Noelle doesn't
Verity
seem to-
recognize her?
Yeah.
No, Verity has never seen Noelle.
How would we have?
No, as in like recognize her as the lady that they thought she is.
Verity wouldn't know everyone. Maybe just some noble lady from the ladies' ward or something.
Oh.
What are you trying to hold on to, Rose?
Her hand. It's like trying to catch her hand. Labyrinth.
this is a bit awkward because okay. Rose, typically it's a rude to grab a noble woman's hand. So this sort of breaks a bit of things as when Noelle turns around like, once you... Oh,
E-
Tessa, I see your mom is still not teaching you manners.
Rose like nods a bit.
Child.
and- Yeah, Rose nods a bit, pretends to be a child, and then she'll like up like, can I whisper to you?
You know, she is pretty tall compared to you, so
Yep.
this seems a bit awkward.
Yeah, so she's like,
Maneuvering. Are your lessons with the tutor done yet? Where is that blasted man anyway?
come again, what did you say?
Are your lessons with the tutor done yet? Where's that blasted man, by the way?
I've lost my teacher. And do you even know where my mom is? Then I sort of like tuck her dress, like, do you know where my mom is? Yeah. She tucks her dress like, Sorrentina, Sorrentina.
Are you saying this aloud? The last
No,
part?
no, she's not. It's like she's tucking the dress, like, hinting like, this person who owns this dress, whose dress this is.
Terrible, terrible. I shall have to have a word with him when I see him again. Come on. She takes you by your hand and starts leading you off.
Okay.
Rose looks back to
Verity
the-
follows, but not like very closely, just enough so that they are within sight.
I do the same as Verity.
Stealth. This requires stealth because there's quite a scene being caused.
Verity asks Alara.
Is that your friend?
He asks very softly.
One of the crew members, yeah. I have a feeling that she might know where the rest are, so we should follow her, but it seems that I have caught a bit of ruckus.
If she is a friend, then that shouldn't be a problem. We'll try to follow.
Hey, Verity, you start moving and your badge shines, catching every single light. And aside of the harmonium, because it's a
Quick, please.
independent bazaar, they're not very fond of the harmonium. Because of
Yes,
the,
what?
the rigidity and all that. They're not particularly fond of the harmonium. If that the rigidity tends to hinder business and such. So they sort of give you cool nods as they notice you and go along. Alara has also noticed.
Figured as much.
Noticed by Noel, right?
No, you're noticed by the crowd.
Can I look around to...
Right, Alara, you're approached by two merchants who seem to have lost the best thing, so they move on to the next things. Eliza, would you be interested in browsing my wares? I have some fine quality vintage from the casserie, vineyards, and you're being blocked.
Can I help?
Verity goes towards the merchant and says,
I'm so sorry. Lady Elisa wants to go somewhere at the moment.
and then he tries to lead Alara away.
Yep, because
What is Hayes and Adam doing?
I'm kind of just following the group.
Who?
Okay, so
I did ask whether anyone wanted. I did ask if anyone wanted me to like follow
Yeah,
follow the small.
I'm
but-
gonna try to follow Rose if that's at all possible.
It requires stealth checks.
Verity
yeah.
nods towards Hayes if Hayes asks, because I didn't hear you say that.
Oh, okay.
Hayes, if you ask that aloud, you pretty much botch the stealth check.
Really? No, I'm not asking like
Wait.
loud. I'm just like sort of whisper into
Okay.
Verity's ear once they sort of are out of our sight.
Verity says, "Do what you must,
Hey,
Haze."
you bring your massive lizard body over to Verity and lean into Verity's ear while the two merchants are still trying to talk on the finer points of silk from Elysium and
Yes,
such.
yes, yes. That sounds about right.
Verity says, "Yes, do what you must," and then he whispers,
Elenia
Okay.
whispers to Adam. Into it, they are wasting time talking.
Let's go.
Elenia and Adam start heading off.
Can I use my shadow step plus use key to cast pass without trace and then attempt to follow them?
Here's the thing, you're kind of in the open, so you actually need to stealth off, get
Yeah,
out
yeah.
of like the attention zone.
I'll use the shadow step to just leave this crowded area and go to like some.
Vanishing is pretty obvious though.
That's okay. Like as long as Rose and what's it called don't see me, right?
Mm.
Okay,
Like,
so
does it
Hayes,
matter
you're
if the
gonna
people
vanish
here
in
care?
front of the crowd.
Yes. 'Cause that's a fun time.
Okay, as they're talking about the finer points of Elysium silks and all that, the giant shadow lizard suddenly just vanishes into his own shadow and disappears. And then there's like nervous looks around, and the two merchants step away from Alara. And you, Verity, you hear whisperings in the crowd. Shadow feed.
"Verity, Lady Eliza, it's time to leave now."
Alright.
And then we leave.
Yeah, I snootily turn around and leave.
Okay, so Verity and Eliza leave in the same direction after them, or going the opposite direction.
I think we could make
Okay, so
circumference
let's see,
around.
right. Okay, we'll do Rose first. Well, like sort of halves around and heads to the ladies' changing room with you. Like school matters. Like, are they doing mathematics yet, multiplying and all that? And then once she's in the changing room, like she pulls the curtain down. It's good to see you, Rose.
Then Rose, kind of like her eyes brimming a bit, and then she hugs Noel. Like, oh my god, Noel, you were acting so strange.
So hard. I really don't want to tear any of this. I don't know how she wears it without breaking anything.
You scared me so much. Where do you get this dress?
From the ship's cargo. Yes, she smacks her hands together and goes up. I've been here trying to get our things back.
Oh, you see them in the market?
Yes.
What
Her
happened?
expression is quite angry. She says, I can't believe people are selling our things.
Oh, Noel. It can't be helped. These people here, they don't have money, and suddenly things are falling out from the sky.
It was bad enough that our ship landed in such a situation, but now they're stealing our things as well.
What have you found? I mean, other than this dress?
I can't show you right now because it's stashed away. I wouldn't be carrying this on myself to act this way. But I've managed to get some arms and armor.
You have a safe spot right now.
Yes.
Anyone else with you?
No, but here's the thing. There's a genie merchant who calls himself Sulaiman. He has some of the things I recognize from the hold. Expensive ones. He's not letting them go easily. Not even as Lady Levereth.
What are there? Were there any magical items that he was holding?
There was one of those golden cups from the Sedanti. There were some things from the Turok Mao. She makes a face. There was an elaborate mirror basin that I've seen Sorrentina use before. I think it's a scrying device with the right command words. Looks like a mirror, though.
Oh, that would help.
For what
us
it
so
is, we may
much.
be able to get it up. It may be easy to get. And with Thalanos, she frowns. They have firearms. I don't like it.
Well, that sounds like a bit dangerous to be in the hands of a merchant.
Yes.
But you said that you've been trying to get them, and you're pretending to be like a noble lady.
She changes her voice a bit. Call me Lady Levereth. I'm trying to buy things from my husband's collection so he can show them off at the next week's tea party. Isn't it marvelous?
Those
She
laughs
sticks
are
out her
possible.
tongue.
Oh, yes. Yes, Lady Leverett. As you please. And she does a
Can't
little
afford the
curtsy.
prices that Sulaiman is putting those remaining ones up for. I'm afraid we may have to
Exactly.
consider the rest left.
I'm
So-
actually, Noel, do you even have a lot of money? Where are you even getting the money to actually buy stuff?
Oh. Out of character. Oh.
Our gold here is worth quite a bit more than it was back, but I don't have so much of it anymore.
All right, I understand. But listen, Noel, I'm with a few of the other crew members, and we found several more. Will you be willing to, join us, join our group? I think you found some quite important things, and like you
If I-
said, you can't get it to get alone, can you?
While I'm here, I'm trying to stop them from selling the other things that come in as well. We may never see them again. They might find other buyers. I won't be able to put a hold on them.
All right. So Noel takes out her pouch and she gives no Rose takes out her pouch and she gives Noel like 10 gold pieces. I hope this can help. But come, show me where's that genie person?
Well, Noelos, I think I may have rubbed him the wrong way a bit. But his stall, she gives you the directions to the stall.
All right.
It's next to it's next to M6 Baranto's map shop.
M6. That's quite far away.
It's a not permanent one, so we may have to act fast and soon. But I'm more concerned for Sorrentina as well. I can delay things here, but please, Rose, if you have found the others, please do so quickly.
Well, we found you. I mean, the Turuk Mago found you. We wouldn't have noticed you were around if it wasn't for her. Noel, I don't want to lose any of you guys anymore. Can't you come with us? Even with your noble ruse.
If I leave, I lose the rules. Is that what you're willing to risk?
Come again?
If I leave, the rules is over.
If
Risk?
she leaves?
If Noelle leaves the Grand Bazaar, she loses the rules of being Lady Levereth, and the stalls will not hold the items further. She
Okay, that's
currently
fine.
has a hold order on certain things.
Will you only be here?
Stay put, don't worry. More used to this.
Okay. Noel, if anything, you... Wait, does she not... You...
When Adam, Fira, and Hayes approach the dressing rooms, and she turns around, there are people coming.
Wait, so they approach the dance. Oh, but we can't see them, right? Because we have the curtains.
Well, the curtains are not curtains are a little bit transparent, so you can make out shapes approaching.
Ooh, silhouettes. Ah, sexy.
I facepalmed physically. if you guys heard it, it's like pet.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, she's going to just tell to Noel, Lady Levereth. Okay, if there is anything if anything happens, try to get one of the harmoniums to contact Verity. I'm trying to stay next to him and help him with things as we, try to sort the world of portals out.
Noel sighs a bit. I think, Rose, for the first time, beyond all those tests and trials they put us through in Mythalgaring, I think this is our first true exam.
You might be right. But you won't pull any silly stuffs again, right?
Of course not.
Those smiles. I trust you, Lady Levereth.
Right. She ushers you out like, Sir, you should go now. I want to try on this fabulous outfit. Keep in touch.
Where can I find you again, my lady?
Oh, you know where, the usual.
No,
And
I
then
don't.
she sort of like pushes you out of the tent before the others arrive and zips it back.
No. Oh wow. So do I see like what's her name? Fira and Adam?
That point. Adam, look, she didn't get kidnapped.
Of course I didn't.
Okay. Ira's looking a bit flushed at the moment. Too many people here, Adam.
I agree.
Ace has arrived too, and further beyond, there's Verity and Alara also making their way over. All are reunited.
Are we reunited with Rose and Noel, or is it just the
Just Rose.
Everyone.
Okay.
Noel is keeping away.
Okay, so just Rose. So the 5 of us. All right, cool. 6.
All together right now, right? So
Yes.
Okay, so Verity asked you guys to leave the clothes shop, and then outside he asked Rose.
Can I
Is that
just
your friend?
can I just make sure nobody is looking at us at the moment?
Perception.
The
I'll
22.
Fun fact, for the next 1 hour, if we want to move stealthily, we will all have a +10 to our stealth check.
Yeah.
I went and casted Pass Without Trace.
Yes.
Nah.
Okay,
With
so
my
perception.
without trace. Sorry?
Trace?
Haze.
Haze on everyone, is it?
I guess so.
on
yes.
himself, so it's actually affecting
Only
people
himself,
around him.
right?
But it affects the people around him, right?
Yeah,
Or
it
is
has.
only
It affects
when
the
he-
people around me that I choose. I think that's how it works. Hold on, let me click on the spell.
Clicky.
Yeah, he chose.
Huh. Okay.
Alara,
22 perception.
you're looking around. Certain figure watching you.
No, it's the weirdo. He's so weird.
Do I see his rat anywhere?
From this distance, you can't be sure, but like he seems to be examining some old books in the corner, picking them up and flipping through them.
I tell Hayes that creature, that gnome with the rat, is following us, it seems.
Yes, let us attempt to lose him.
Would
And then we
it
attempt
be...
to stealth away. I think this is the plan.
And I'm like, would it be better if we capture him? I mean, he has a rat. And I've seen what happens with rats so far.
No, he has not done anything wrong.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah, anyway, Rose is going to answer to Verity. She's gonna say yes, but she has to keep up the ruse for a while because she's trying to hold onto some of the things that she's found.
She
I
enjoys
Yes.
shopping.
I've
There are
dropped,
enough opportunities for them right now.
yeah, I've dropped your name to her though, because I'm not sure
No,
how else we can
oh.
contact each other.
Oh, that's
I
fine.
told her I'll tell her to find a harmonium to contact you if anything happens.
All right, but if she doesn't get in contact in a few days, maybe we should find her
Yes, I don't plan to wait to.
and in her prowess, or like, is she good with spells or like fighting?
All right. Anyway, I think, yeah, I think we really should get a move on.
Rose, there's a whisper by your ear which you recognize as a message spell.
Okay.
Yes.
Noel tells you there's a place called the Debtor's Pole in the market. They hang the notices of people who have failed to settle the scores. 20 pages turn wagon. That's where I've placed the things under for the time being.
Sorry, 20 place turn wagon?
20 paces to the right, you'll find an overturned wagon. There, the name of the region we are from, and you'll find the chest.
Okay, when she says that, Rose is away. How far away is that silly gnome?
It's a message.
No, the gnome. The gnome.
Told you about the gnome right now.
Oh wait, no one's told me.
No.
Is anyone telling me?
Not yet.
No, we're just saying that we should leave.
All right. Yeah, Rose. Rose can reply back without seeing her, right?
Yes.
Let's see, message.
No way.
Oh, message, no.
I don't think so. Only
Okay.
sending.
All right. Okay, so Rose kind of nods a bit and then realizes that she can't see. So she kind of calls Verity to lower her head down a bit.
Varieties, like, yeah, he lowers down and saying, yes?
Do you know what's the adapter's pole?
Debtors.
It is where
Adapter's pole, not adapter.
No.
the merchants hang up bounties for people who doesn't want to pay out.
Is it far from here?
How far are we from the thingy?
Are we far from the thingy?
Okay, the debtor's pole is M22.
Big thing.
It's above the Tiviums and Quitties, which is the green cylinder.
L22.
Yeah.
Alex oddities, alright.
It's not a green cylinder. I think it's the
M.
silver cylinder. The green
No, it's the
cylinder is
green one. It's above the
antiquities.
green.
Yeah,
It's
above the green.
green cylinder, which is where we.
It's another
Sure.
stick.
Okay, I don't see any green cylinders. But wait, where are we again?
In the Great Bazaar.
Great Bazaar. To the right, you see
No.
a big cylinder thing.
Okay, alright.
A stick, a pole.
Oh, it only has 2 stars.
Don't see it. L22, right?
M22. M22.
Okay, no wonder, oh my god.
We're in the bazaar.
Yeah.
The market. M for market, I think.
No wonder I felt lost. I was like N.
I was an L for some
Wait.
reason.
I heard
Mike,
L.
the one that you post up in Discord, is that the current thing that's on the notice board right now?
Yeah, let's just say it is.
Know their crimes.
That's the sort of thing that gets posted up.
Ah. Hey, we can do some of this stuff to get monies.
Yeah.
Oh,
can
this
we go there?
poor boy, he couldn't pay his medical fees.
Aw.
Cut his kidneys out.
What is this,
Pay for
America?
mother's treatments or burial fees. Aww.
All right. So
Okay.
yeah. So we head there. I mean, like, I'm gonna I'm gonna ask Verity if we can hit there.
Okay.
Verity says,
Well, if it helps you to get your stuff, then sure.
Oh yeah, I didn't tell her about the stuff, but I guess I will if she lower it down so I can only whisper. I'm sorry.
Okay, if we're making our way to the
I think we're not very far
debtors,
from it anyway because we're in the Great Bazaar.
yeah, if we're going to
Yeah,
the
it takes
debtors
another
pool,
half an hour walk.
that
That's a
half an
lot.
hour walk, the first 5 minutes is where I go to Rose and tell her that Rat Boy is following us.
Can Rose see him? I mean, do I need to perceive to see him?
Oblivious.
Man,
Yeah.
where is he?
Rose, you don't see him following. But now that Alara has told you about Red Boy, you permanently think you're being watched.
Oh no.
Your paranoia has been triggered.
It's okay. The next time I see him, I'm gonna hunt the smug that asshole.
Oh.
These prime
Danger
people
mouse.
just wanna kill guys. Like, oh, why don't we rough him up? It's like he actually hasn't done anything.
He's a stalker.
It's
I'm
like,
all for killing a fool, but you know, I'm
Hey,
a
Rose
policeman.
would rough up.
it's
Adam.
like, Alara is the Navy. We rough people up for fun.
Wow.
Okay? After a while, you get to the debtor's
no.
pole structure. Not particularly interesting, except for the messages posted up on it. It doesn't take you long to find the overturned wagon there. Wagon, however, is a car made of wood.
It's a what?
It's a tiny little chest made of wood. It fits in the palm of your hand.
Oh.
Rose's hand or like my hand?
Rose's hand.
I asked
That's
Rose.
tiny.
Oh,
I
That's
asked-
tiny as fuck.
I asked Rose,
Do
what
I
are we
need
doing here?
Do I need to roll Arcana?
Is this an enlarge reduce?
Oh.
Reduce. It's a reduce.
No.
Rose, you remember Noel's instructions.
What? 20 feet to the right?
No, we're already there.
No, which instruction?
The whole like that's where
You
she's
mean-
keeping all the
You
stuff.
mean an instruction where she would have told me about this?
In the message.
Maybe you can PM?
Mm,
PM her, I guess. I don't think she heard it.
Did you all hear the part about the message with Noel?
Yeah, she said
mean,
where the
yes.
wagon is, and then she said that's where she's keeping all the stuff that she's
Yeah,
acquiring.
I what that thing is. I just don't know if she told me anything.
Because I remember saying something about you have to say a certain phrase.
Nope.
Oh
I
no,
only heard-
didn't get that.
Yeah. I only heard up to where Sha is saying.
She said you have to mention the region we are from.
I didn't
okay.
hear that.
Alright,
Okay.
all right. I'm gonna keep that thing in my pocket. I was worrying we're gonna have to carry a wagon load of stuff, but this is good. This is
Verity
good.
asked
Noel
Rose.
is good. I
Verity
love
asked-
Noel.
Is that all you're looking for?
Yes. This is fine.
Those with proficiency in Arcana may roll for it.
I do not
know
have
this is
proficiency.
meta. I know this is meta, but I know what it is.
Oh shit!
It's okay, this is a spell no Turokma will ever use.
Wait, let me just roll. No. Should I roll his?
You can roll if you have it. Just roll.
Yeah.
Fancy
You
of a
made
spell.
yourself proficient in it for a reason.
But I know it's something.
It's just a curiosity for the time being, but perhaps more will reveal itself in
Rose,
time.
why? Rose, why? Why
What do you wish to
fail
do
this?
now?
We
Verity
go
saying,
back.
yeah, I want to ask. If Verity wants to get food, usually is it from the Great Bazaar or is it somewhere else?
Anything from the Great Bazaar. But if you want like free food, it's from your own Harmonium faction. And if you want cheap food, the question is how cheap.
Not too cheap, like a little bit average food, not cheap food.
Then
We
the
store
lower ward has decent enough food since it's like a step up from the hive.
kept instead of like, you know.
That's called rations. It's not food anymore.
Give them healthy food.
I mean,
Give
it's
them
not
fresh
rations, it's more like,
vegetables so they won't grow.
yeah. Or like grains, that kind of thing.
Oh, you're feeding the horse, is it?
No.
The
For the
orphans,
orphans.
they get oats
Orphan
and
food.
grains.
Meal and then like some fresh meat or vegetables, that kind of thing.
So yeah, the
Stuff
whole
you
Well,
need
better off
to
trying the
go
Great
for.
Gymnasium if you want health food.
I think it's more like chop
Yeah, because
fun.
we're gonna walk past the Great Gymnasium anyway, right?
Yeah.
No, we're using the other way.
Huh?
Gymnasium way.
Why?
What? Why?
What?
Because that's-
Oh yeah, it makes sense. It sort of bends around as a donut.
Yeah, it's a donut. We would use the other way
That's
because
why
we're
it's
closer
from
the
the
other way
gymnasium.
now.
Oh yeah. Okay.
No, we're not. Look at the hives. Like you walk past the gymnasium, right?
yeah.
It's a
You walk
donut.
through. You walk
We're-
through the blue area,
we're
and then the green
looping-
area, and then the red area.
Why
We're
don't
looping
we-
around.
look towards
We're
the
going
red.
straight to the red area.
How?
The area.
We're,
So like,
we'll just go left instead of
Yeah,
right.
But if we go left, we end up in the ladies' ward.
Is that how it works?
No, I don't think
Yes.
so.
Look at the arrows.
Oh wait. Okay, I think I understand now. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Oh,
yes,
okay,
yes.
okay, okay.
You have to
See
go
the
to
little arrows on the top just designate the zones.
It's just folding
Yeah.
paper in half.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
so the quickest way is through the
Through the gymnasium,
through the gymnasium.
like
Yeah.
the guild hall ward, and then
Yeah,
the
yeah.
clerk's ward, and then we're in the hive.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay. I think-
What are you guys confused about?
No, we
Okay.
thought we could take a shortcut, but
Yeah.
No, you can't.
there's not much in the way of shortcuts.
Okay.
Much.
So you pick up a meal from the Great Gymnasium.
Mm.
Is that right?
Yeah, like meals for the orphanage. Yeah.
How many? It's 2 copper pieces per meal.
Are we getting meals, or are you just getting like ingredients for them?
Money on
I want to
orphans
get
again.
groceries for them because I know that the Bleakers can cook for them in the orphanage. It's just more
Yeah.
like we're
So
getting
you're just
groceries.
getting ingredients.
Yeah.
so vegetables, meats.
Then the market's better.
Okay, then we do that in the market.
I was
The,
asking.
the Great Bazaar, I'll just say it's like 1 copper piece per meal then.
Okay.
Feed the kid for 1 copper.
Okay.
Can I get some like?
Free the kid.
For 1 copper.
Can I get
Feed,
like a
feed.
cockroach on a stick or something?
In the Great Bazaar has standards.
Okay.
Ooh, I'll get ingredients too. Actually,
Go ahead.
So, how
I'll
many?
get like 10 coppers worth of ingredients. That's like 10 meals. Seems
for-
legit.
Okay, because like a 1 copper meal is just like a below average meal like that.
Okay.
I'm fine with it.
So if I want like decent stuff, it would be like.
Then it'll be a
copper.
2 copper meal.
All right, but this is all just ingredients, right? I still have
Yeah.
to cook it. All right, cool.
How many orphans are there in the orphanage? Just asking.
Roll 4d10.
Whoa!
No.
So many.
4d10.
Oh, 15. 15.
That's
Right, the last time you checked, there were 15.
Okay, he's gonna buy 15 plus the caretaker, so that's about 17 then.
Yeah, about right.
17. 17. So, okay.
Arya is happily admiring all the displays of the Great Bazaar, and when she sees Verity buying that, it's like, is that for the orphans?
Verity says,
Yes.
Ah, I see how that works. Their grubby hands over me, you give them oatmeal. So they know how it feels.
These are for cooking, Arya. They're human food. It's a bit different.
They are lost.
and Verity laughs a little bit at that and it's like, he brushes her hair.
Happily nuzzles back.
Alright,
Give
and
me a
then
moment.
he speaks to you all. If you guys need anything, just buy and then we head to the hive.
I'm not buying
We
anything.
head to the hives.
To the hive.
So maybe
To the
you guys might want to buy like food so that you don't have to pay like inflated in prices later on.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know. Just a thought.
Like at the moment, I'm eating rations.
Oh, okay. Sure.
How many rations do you guys have?
Should be 10.
That's... Well, anyway, if you guys want rations, you can come back here. Verity says.
I nod.
Just give me a moment. As you are making to leave from behind you,
What?
as you're making to leave, there's a polite cough from behind you. Excuse me, sirs, madam. A man bows to you, slightly unshaven, but clean enough to pass as a merchant. Be interested in selling that exotic pet of yours.
I guess
I
we all
thought
turn
he
and
was
look at Adam.
hiding scarf. I thought it.
But yeah, isn't it inside my scarf?
It's like hiding inside a scarf.
Yeah, but
You
someone
look
knows
at you look at it and you see his head has poked out from all the noises and all that.
God damn it, dude.
Yeah, we all look at Adam.
I look at the merchant and I just tell him straight up, like, I'm sorry, but any price you quote me, I'm not gonna say yes because
Merchant's
little-
like,
this little
2,000 gold
this
pieces.
little guy isn't for sale.
So you say, would you like to buy any food for it?
He seems
Sure.
to know stuff.
I'll humor you. What kind of food are you selling?
We have prime cuts meat. I have a supplier. We have all sorts of meat from mundane cows and chickens to the more exotic.
All right. I'll take some. Sure, I'll take some food. I don't think you'd be selling it here. You're just standing right here, right? How about we go to where you're selling it?
Of course. He motions the way to you.
Oh, M14, let's go.
Yeah, he's exotic made man.
Right.
This merchant looks dodgy as hell. But
They
I think
all
it's
look
because of
dodgy.
the lighting.
They
The
all look
lighting.
so dodgy.
Right, he heads over, and there, you see that there's a small little crowd gathered here to like a for the afternoon repast. Some of them eat late, as merchants are wont to do, and many of them are holding this particular little.
Okay. Whoa.
Prime exotics. Oh.
And there's delicious smells coming from here as well. It's not just a meat shop where you can see like the hooks on display and the various produce, but also they cook their produce here.
Nice.
Oh wow.
Nature giant space hamster.
What?
So it's just a space hamster.
Okay.
All right, yeah, I follow him. I follow him in if he goes in.
Of this stall, which once the merchant is done with his introduction, say, Seamus, more customers.
I want to buy a gopher.
Okay, I have no freaking idea how to pronounce this name.
Which one?
Try your best. It's what I do with animal sounds.
Copy paste.
No,
What?
just make Chewbacca noises.
Son.
Seamus. Oh, it's Seamus.
Seamus-san?
Zan.
Hazenus?
Plus
Hazen.
Uzen.
Oh, that's a T.
Is that a T or a H or a plus sign?
I think it's
It's a
Seamus.
plus sign.
It's Seamus Xanthusen. No?
I choose to believe it's Seamus-san and Hazenu.
Siwasan and Hasnol.
Amazon Thousand. Amazon Thousandness.
Either way, it's a massive name, a small creature.
What in God's name?
Oh, it's
Creature
Seamus. What up?
T, you recognize this creature as a dust mephit. Dust mephits are
Looks so cute.
typically created
his
by
tiny wings
cambions
and fat
of
belly.
abyss to act as both message and messenger.
Made by what?
Made by cambions or like fiend-blooded or like demon-blooded creatures.
Ah.
They are like the other version of tieflings.
Oh.
Okay, we'll
And
name
then he
him for
goes-
short. It's Seamus. It's
just
official
Seamus.
Welcome, welcome, customers. Exchange for gems and precious stones, and you get your dead animal parts cooked up and fresh hot.
Yeah, meat that grows on trees. I like it. Hayes wants to buy a gopher.
Rarity and Ara
Copper
decides to
pieces.
stay outside. You
Ons.
guys can do whatever you want inside.
I'm gonna roast that for dinner. Yum yum.
You want to buy a gopher? He goes, yeah, right away. Here you go.
Yay, 2 copper pieces. Ka-ching.
You want a living one?
Sure. Is it
Right.
the same?
About the same price, but some people like them a bit fresher. Goodbye,
Sounds
gopher. It has a little miniature cage for it to be held in, like just made of simple wicker and all that. The gopher looks at
Cool.
you with like large frightened eyes, clearly knowing what's in store for it.
Hmm.
Another one.
See you later, Gopher.
Was
He's
that
gonna-
the gopher or the newt?
The newt.
Okay.
Alright.
The newt is frightened.
All right. I'll look to Seamus and I'll be like, okay, no, I won't look at Seamus. I'll pick up Newt from out of my scarf,
Mhm.
and then I'll point to does he have anything like on display? Like something I can point at?
Basically,
Like
the menu is on display, and there are other unusual meats too that may require certain identification.
All
The
right.
new, its little tongue flicks out as it's tasting the air, looking around everywhere with some measure of excitement.
Ooh.
All right, calm down.
Ask what the special is, because it says bring this flyer for special.
Sure. What might the special be, Seamus? Xanthoruth.
Seamus will do if you have problem Oh my, that looks very exotic.
Not for sale, not to be eaten. or I will eat you, and that is not a joke. So, shall we do business?
Right. The special is 1 gold piece.
Ooh. Rough.
But did he say what it was?
It's the special.
Surely, me feasting your eyes to such a delicate creature such as this would warrant me a discount, no?
Some people in the queue turn to look at you saying this, like, Burks, figures.
Special. Do it.
I'm trying to bargain here. Come on, calm down. Barter system, barter, guys.
Variety's not around.
I guess you're new here, aren't you?
Very, very new.
Right, you might want to stick with the chipmunk if that's the case. And handle the special.
Ooh. Shots fired.
I take out my gold piece and I put it on the table.
That's the spirit, everyone. They
Give
curse
me-
in the crowd about Burks and all that.
Give me the-
Something hot and steaming is served up, smelling of various spices and such. Kira takes a sniff at it and shakes her head. Ugh. I hate the way they cook these things. It is flavored until you can't taste what it used to be.
It's an
Probably
acquired
means
taste.
It smells pretty good.
We'll get used to it eventually. I think we're gonna have to get used to it, Fira.
It's all yours, don't worry. She
So what
buys her own rabbit.
Okay.
With
She
her
does.
own gold coin.
Copper pieces.
Couple pieces.
Apparently.
Yeah, the rabbit is cheaper. Same price as the gopher.
No, I thought Fira and Adam is broke as heck.
You gave them one
I'm-
gold piece.
I'm
so-
broke as heck.
Oh,
Coins.
Just use that.
Fira had money.
Oh.
No, Fira doesn't have.
Oh,
You have to
yeah,
explain
yeah.
to her what money is.
Huh?
No, no.
Yeah,
but
so I
Verity
think-
gave a gold piece.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Give it to Adam.
Yeah,
That's
I'll
the-
pay. I'll pay for the rabbit. It's okay. Pay for the rabbit. It's fine. No problem. Consider it paid for.
All right. So, Adam, you're looking at the special now, and you
Okay,
can see some
what
of the
is it?
people in the crowd looking around each other, like tapping each other in the shoulders, chuckling a bit.
Okay.
Put on some music here, change the mood a bit.
Oh no, tourist trap.
Yay.
Hey, I love Ratchet and Clank.
Hey, Ratchet and Clank.
Shopping music. Go guys, buy your dinners.
All right. So what is this? What is this special?
Are you going to eat it?
No, I mean like, do I get a description
It's
of it
already
or?
cooked,
Yeah, no, I'm
Okay,
asking
it's
what does it look like?
meat of some kind in a generous stew with numerous herbs and spices that you're not quite able to identify.
Okay.
It's warm, it's chunky. You think there might be some potatoes there, but beyond it, it's all your guess.
All right. Okay. I take. I assume there's a spoon or a ladle, depending on how big it is. Take one big ladle full and start eating it. Nom nom.
Acknowledge nature.
Okay. Ooh, rough.
Ooh.
You have no idea what you just ate. You think it tasted a bit like
Nice.
Okay. All right. Interesting. No, that can't be it. Nope. All right. I'm gonna.
then it starts burning slightly in your throat.
Oh God.
What's your first bite?
I will put Newt I'll put him close to the stew. Does his little hands like try to swim in it or something? I'll put him close, like really close, but like he's not touching it yet. Does it look like he wanna get in the stew?
Tongue is flicking out to the stew.
All right, I'll let go of him and let him dip inside the stew.
You let go, and the newt sort of falls into the stew pot.
Yep.
Wait, you throw him into the pot? What?
Yeah. I'll let him swim in his and eat. It's like
What?
recreation and food at the
You're-
same time.
Cooking him.
You gonna die.
Wait, it's hot? No, it was warm. Mike said it was warm. I heard it. Warm,
Yeah,
spices.
dude, you know the food is pretty hot? Like if you fall in a pot of it, you
Yeah,
gonna
so
get
little,
burned.
little splash as the newt vanishes into
Rose
the
is going to freak out when she sees
Oh, rip. Seamus is like, he wanted to use it as an ingredient. Very well.
yeah, that's
Exotic
what.
pet indeed.
Even better. Claps, and then he turns to attend to the other customers. Great interest now.
Right. Okay, Adam, sad. Adam will think that Newt's happily enjoying the meal, so he'll just continue eating his second bite, take another spoonful, and I make sure that Newt is not on my spoon before I eat, okay? Putting that out there.
Can Rose try to fish him out?
Fira just, Adam, was this your plan?
No, you see, like, I just had this brilliant idea that Newt might want to swim while he eats, so it's like hunting for your food, you know? You remember the thrill of hunting for our food? I'm trying to get Newt to experience that.
Oh no.
Say I have.
Should I? I don't. Should I?
Fira goes to stand somewhere else away from weird people. And also because Arya doesn't like how Seamus is looking at her.
Who?
Arya doesn't like how Seamus is looking at her.
Oh no, Arya and Verity is outside. They didn't manage. They stay with
Yeah.
Clara.
Okay. Looks in her direction.
Who looks in her direction?
Seamus.
Oh.
Well, you do notice that the Mephit, the dust Mephit's a really cute looking thing, but you realize it's capable of holding a pretty big cleaver if it needs to.
Oh. Yeah,
Adam
Verity.
is enjoying his meal there while other people are being weird.
Pretty
So
much.
what happens to him when he takes the second bite?
Slurping noise. Adam, your second spoon comes back just as hot and spicy as before. And the third spoon. Then the fourth spoon gets contested. Newt is biting the air.
Oh, hey, little guy.
Newt looks
How
a
you
bit
doing?
now, and like the depth of lessened by half or so.
My
Whoa. All right, calm down. This is our food, okay? Ours. Huh. Man, you eat a lot. Holy shit. All right. Do you want to go back in there? I like shake the spoon. Like, do you want to go back in there?
It releases the spoon to sink under, and the liquid levels continue to drop.
I race him to eat it.
Look at that.
It's like blah 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 blah.
People give you a bit of a. People shrug, continue with their business, and soon the meal is concluded. Lies
Alright.
over inside the pot and
Oh, God.
Does it look considerably bigger?
Looks round.
it looks
That's right.
rounded.
It's like eating with your cat, but your cat is in the soup.
I
That
know.
is so
That's exactly
disgusting.
it. You might have
God.
pooped in the soup.
Yeah.
Adam, please.
Here's the thing, Adam.
Ah.
You've not noticed pooping at all.
This thing doesn't
Not
poop.
in your scarf, not the time you're carrying it, not the time Hayes had it, not while it was overnight in its vase and all that.
You are
No,
one
it's a
weird
creature
creature.
that just eats and doesn't poop.
It's
You are
constipated.
one weird creature. I guess we're two weird peas in a pod, huh? Look, even Fira thinks we're weird, and then I look over to Fira, who's like avoiding me in the corner.
Fira isn't avoiding, but she's just more looking around and all that.
All right, okay. I put the newt ball into my scarf.
Alara, make a perception.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, goodness.
20.
Polara's like, my time to shine. Where's that rat boy at?
Can
Where
Arya
is he?
do that too?
You spot him like queuing up as if for food. Wooden bowl there. When you notice him, he sort of like speaks to someone in the crowd, taps, and then heads back out the other way.
I tell Verity.
What
What-
if we're
what-
racist and it's
what
actually
do you
several
do?
different gnomes that just happen to look similar?
I don't know.
No.
What do you do if you notice that there's the same people following you?
This raised certain alarm, and then Bertie says,
I've been following us all this time.
He's been following us since the trinket shop? The magic shop?
how do we deal with stalkers, DM?
Punch him in the nuts.
If you're the harmonium, you walk up to the stalker and ask them why they're stalking.
Now,
Alright.
if you were a prime
You're a
material plane
harmonium.
person, you cast lightning bolt.
Verity! Okay, is the gnome still there?
Huh? He's left. Out of sight. Because
Verity
he's short,
says-
he kind of vanishes into the crowd.
Okay, Verity tells Alara,
Again, do let me know immediately. I need to speak to him.
I nod. Did I see him with his rat? Like, did I see his rat at all?
No.
Huh, interesting. I make a mention of that. You know, he still doesn't have his rat, which disappeared at that magic shop as well.
Do you suppose
Maybe a
he's
rat
trying-
though, it's a ferret or a weasel, but I don't know if you would mind the difference.
I
It's just a
actually-
little rodent.
They're all
I don't
rodents.
know. We view them as a rat. even
Yeah.
though it might not be a rat. So.
Ah, okay. Like, but I didn't particularly make a note that it was not a rat, right?
the Verity is like,
Okay, it's a new species, not a rat.
It's not a rat.
Mouse.
Verity says,
Well, it could be a familiar, again, similar to. Just
What?
keep an eye out
As
for
far
it.
as familiar.
I nod.
Okay. If Adam is done, we can start heading back to the hives.
Agree. Maybe we should. What was it? Pass without a trace it? I don't know. We need to like not
Well,
have this guy
Aram-
follow.
If an
Aram,
hour is
it-
passed, then my thing is gone.
it give us enough funds for the carriage to Hive, then we should take the carriage.
It's another 2 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
So
sun,
much time wasted.
the sun is setting by the time you arrive. You keep the pot since you bought the special. The newt is just curled up fast asleep in it.
Alright.
You get to keep the pot.
Well, now you
nice.
have a pot.
You have a
I'll just
cooking
bring-
pot now.
I'll just bring the pot around with Newt inside. Can I put Newt in my scarf and then keep the pot in like my backpack? Does that work?
Newt
Or is
seems
it
to
like
grown
too
a
big?
bit,
Oh, he doesn't fit in my scarf anymore?
grown
Oh!
a bit hits.
Okay.
Oh damn!
Down your scarf.
Alright.
Asia take everything from the shop.
I'm so
Put him-
pleased.
Put him in my scarf, and then I'll put like one pot in my inventory. One pot. There you go. I'll even call it a special pot. Haha.
All right. You head over through. Okay, let's see. You head past the gymnasium. The fancy walls. The doors are closed now. It's past the public hour. You pass through the area known as Little Arcadia.
Mm-hmm.
You pass records.
Oh,
A
is it?
large tower building that securely built on like a land with some green pastures around it. It's blackened on the top, and you can see like half the top levels missing, and like clearly fire has been there before.
And
There's
Verity
cordon
points
off the area.
towards that as we pass by.
That is the fated building that apparently your ship has some parts of it. I imagine they wouldn't be very happy about that.
I shake my head. No.
You can see like many members in the fated ensemble are seeming to looking to construction workers as if they are trying to get something arranged. They don't really give the carriage a second glance as they pass by. There seem to be more guards than usual around here as well. You pass through dark, well-kept and elaborate manor-like buildings, and then into the hive. The hive greets you. First with the smell. The smell just permeates the entire air. You can, with the dirt-caked slums and battered tenements looking more fit for vermin than humanoids. The hive is where the dustmen have their headquarters, as well as the chaositecs. In shackle fashion. It's also a place full of squalor, as you have been made aware from the first day, and perhaps one of the few buildings reassuring to look upon is a Verity. Where you're heading to? Which building exactly?
Which is
The place where we left Imaltar and Sael? No?
No, it's
no, that's the
bottom.
garage.
Now we're going to the.
Oh, we're going to
orphanage,
the
right?
orphanage.
Where would the orphanage be? Is it house or is it in?
I'll
into
say
the-
near the gatehouse.
Okay, then we'll just go near to the gatehouse.
Near the gatehouse.
Okay,
Not a
but
good place.
through into the two lamp lane. Up
Lamp
north. Two lamp lane is along H22 that lane from Darkwell Court. You go through Whisper Way into two lamp lane. And that's when you notice some strange, wild-looking characters running around. You recognize these members as members of the Chaositecs.
It's the Chaos Boys.
Like they're running in their fashion, like some of them screaming and tumbling around.
Oh no.
Perception checks.
I shall glare at any of them if they approach us.
What the fuck?
Ah, yeah.
Perception.
Tumbling
9.
around, running.
So much 9.
Yeah, sorry.
I see once more.
Ooh. Man, I've been rolling shit tonight. Woo! Spicy.
Ira's not doing hot either. Haze. It's hard to make out the garb as like the caravan trundles past, especially because the carriage driver sort of like pulls the curtains around back to like spare you all the sight and the noise.
What a
But
good
haze from the people running around the chaos attacks. You hear sort of repetitive chant. Oh, cool, cool.
Cool. That word means nothing to me.
Screams internally.
And we
It's like,
pass
oh,
by.
cool. I guess that's their new word.
Yeah,
word
your
of the day.
new
Be the
chaos
new word
word
for
of the day.
Yes, brought to you by the number
Okay.
3 and the letter Kurok.
Yeah.
You all continue heading on north.
Do.
Okay, and right. Eventually, you arrive at the place known as the Gatehouse. H13, managed by the Bleak Cabal, the Gatehouse Asylum is normally packed near to bursting, with people needing treatment but cannot afford proper ones, so they go for the budget as they can find it. Verity, would you like to explain the philosophy of Bleakers?
From what I understand of them, the Bleakers view everything in the universe as there is no
Insane.
there is no point in everything there. But to find like to living, it's good to find it from within yourself. So basically, Bleak Cabal is a very depressing faction. Very charitable.
The
People.
Bleak Cabal's emblem, when or if they bother to, is one of a winged helmet, like shown.
Yeah, the Bleak Cabal
Oh.
doesn't believe in anything.
Nihilists.
Rather, they believe that there's no like deeper fundamental meaning to the whole
there's-
universe. So what you see is what you get.
Yep. So you have to find meaning within yourself, that kind of thing. That's why they kitchen and gatehouse and all that, you see.
Yep. There is an orphanage that they run. Give me a moment. Yep. There's an orphanage that apparently Verity is familiar with as you near the gatehouse itself. Description.
Sorry.
Is it near Bedlam Run? Is it on that
You'll
street?
be on Bedlam
Yeah,
Run.
it's that big building, no?
Or
Or you
street?
mean the orphanage? Yeah,
Mm.
it's one of
Yeah.
the little buildings.
Gatehouse is so close to the slacks that Bleakers can smell the rot. It looks like some kind of an arch tower that sprouted bat wings, and own stories. The people wandering out around there are mostly madmen or adult coves dead from the neck up, said to be victims of the mazes. Others have severed their ties with the real world, having accepted the Bleaker's creed. And wing inside that's open to any and all comers. If they need help, it's ready to be given with a minimum of harassment. But they sometimes do some charity work, and right here is one of the examples, which is the orphanage, which Verity brings you. Okay, Verity, you know that this orphanage has some odds with Alicia's pantry. Alicia is at H24. She used to be with the Fated, and once he passed away, she sort of like turned away from the order and took her charity away with her to set it up in the hives. Alicia tends.
Used to be
Her father was a member of the Fated. So once he passed away, she took the family fortune and went. And decided to do charity work here. So, but her funds tend to be running low these days, even from her inheritance. She does what she can. And she tends to be in opposition to the Bleak Cabal because she thinks that what they're doing is just encouraging people to be suicidal.
Okay. She doesn't think what they're doing is helpful.
Put orphans in the Bleak Cabal, and well, they're very normal kids. The orphanage is as normal, like the children here tend to be more well behaved because the bleaker sort of teachings and such tends to infuse a young soul and rob it of certain enthusiasm.
Oh no.
That
Still, they look up when-
sucks.
Still, they kind of look up when they see Verity coming and nod politely.
Verity gets down from Arya and takes all the stuff that he has bought, and he goes inside to the orphanage. He tell you guys.
The children start surrounding Arya, and she looks nervous.
He says, no touching today. We're just gonna drop off the things and keep going.
One of the girls speaks up. Unicorn enough. Do we get healed?
Oh damn.
I can.
The girl doesn't look injured, actually.
I think she means
Might be talking about
internally,
something else.
like depressed.
Verity has no idea what she's meaning, but he asks like, "Oh, are you sick?"
Just not feeling very happy. But that's the way it is, right?
Do I
Just
hear
not
that?
feeling very happy, but that's just the way it is, right?
No, you can be happy. We can play games later.
Yay.
Oh my god, that yay.
Oh,
Ah.
And then Verity gives her a little hugs. It's like, you want?
Alara will remember this.
is
All
everyone
right.
else still in the carriage?
No, everyone's gotten off.
I'm guessing we have to help move the supplies because food for 15 people is
Yeah.
like,
So yeah,
Yes,
she helped.
Sorry, Verity.
yes.
Yeah, Verity just hugs the little girl and asks her, "How are you doing today?" And then he starts asking while he takes the supplies if she wants to follow.
Our teacher didn't show up today because apparently it felt pointless. But the others are doing all right, I think.
Well, I will speak to them about that. I think last time.
About the hive. They say it works in strange ways.
Tell tales of other planes. Would you like to hear that?
Be nice.
Talking about the Bitopia and the nice places and all that. Walks towards the kitchen where usually that's where usually that's where yes, Karen.
And Verity, that's when you hear a familiar voice calling out to you. Verity! Verity! Out of nowhere, comes springing up with a quick stride and curiosity in his eyes in contrast with the other children.
The caretaker.
There
Oh, hi, Aiden.
I'm doing good.
Verity gives him a candy. Here you go.
Thanks. He takes the candy next to him. I think you need it more. He puts it in her hands.
and then gives an approving nod.
I think you need more candy for this lot.
Yeah, I will distribute once I hand this over, and then he shows things with like haze behind.
Mm.
Right, as Verity is talking to this new boy who seems quite different from the others, what are the rest of you doing?
Carrying stuff.
Helping out.
Yes, observing the children carrying stuff. The usual, whatever Hayes does when he comes here. These little small things.
It's like just hearing them just go, "What is life?" Now Lara's
Can
like,
I talk to
"Fuck,
the little
child."
girl just now?
You can. Hi.
Hey, and I kind of, I'm guessing she's like super short, so I'm gonna go down on one knee so that I'm like eye level with her.
It's not a she, it's a boy.
Okay, the boy. I'm gonna go down
It's a
to
trap.
to my knee, down to like his eye level, and then I'm gonna go. Hey, so I overheard you talking to Mr. Tin Man over there, and
The boy sort of looks around, trying to look around for a tin man.
I point at Verity.
Verity as if looking for a tin man.
It's a joke. I'm making fun of.
Oh,
Yes.
haha.
All right. So anyway, a question for you: Are all all of you here like this? Are you guys like?
Oh, no, I'm not here. I just help out sometimes.
Oh.
Oh.
That
Wait, who am I talking to?
The boy.
Wait. Let me.
I think he wants to stop
He-
with this.
Yeah, he wants to speak with the
yeah, I want to
depressed
talk to
little
like
girl.
whoever was like super depressed.
But we move the boy away and go to the girl then.
Okay. I was like, wait, why is this guy not depressed?
The boy became a girl. It's a trap.
I was like, I swear to God, that joke should have worked. I'm like, what? No.
Okay, let's try this again.
All right. But see, now it's not as funny because it doesn't work twice in a like it's like twice in a row. Shit. But I'm gonna try it again.
Oh no.
I'll try it again.
Hi.
All right. I'm gonna look at the girl and be like, kneel down on one knee up to her eye level and be like, "Hi, I heard you
Don't
talking
need
to."
kneel.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I heard you talking
There's
to.
no meaning in kneeling.
No. It's fine. It's fine. Look. I heard you talking to Tin Man over there.
He looks up. Verity. That's steel.
Huh. So anyway,
You got sassed by a child.
I mean, steel and tin are basically not really. They're not the same thing at all. But look, see here, child.
Steel is the thing that the harmonium wear because it protects them from heavy attack.
Oh. Truth bombs.
Experience.
Why? Yes, that is exactly. That is exactly what it is for. You're very smart for someone your age. I'm impressed.
Steel is also used to make the things that people cut each other with.
Ah, yes, those are not very nice things. So anyway, why are all of you so bleak all the time? Why do you think there's no meaning?
Is there?
There is. there is a reason to, like, be alive and be part of the world.
Have you found it yet?
I look back at my buddies, and I look back at her, and I'm like, I found a few. I found a few reasons to be alive.
Produce
How
the
about-
newt.
How about you?
Keep looking.
You're still looking, huh?
Ira goes up to you, Adams. Children here are very strange.
They are. But
Quiet though.
which is a lot different from Turukmal kids. But I wanna try to help her, because I don't know. I something doesn't sit right with me. And I sit down on the ground, like kind of cross-legged, and I produce the sleeping fat boy.
Yes.
and I palm him in my hand, and I bring it up to her, and I'll be like, "Hey, look, I want to introduce a friend. His name's Newt."
Its eyes open. The girl blinks a little bit, her expression changing for a moment. It's like the little child thing takes over and she starts petting it.
See? Feels good, right? He likes it. Come on.
Likes being touched.
He likes the attention. This little guy is greedy. He wants all the food and all the attention. So look, what's your name?
She pauses in the middle of petting, seeming to think a bit. I think it's Mary.
Okay, Mary. Look at Newt over here. If nothing else, right? I'd like to think he's brought some joy to your life. Am I wrong?
Mary is quiet, just trying to pet the Newt for now.
Okay. Well, I'll take what I can get, I suppose. And I
The
just
other
say to
children sort of pet the Newt as well.
sure. It's like, I mean, I'm palming him in my hands. It's like, come, kids, come pet the fat boy.
What are the rest of you doing while it's going on? The food and all that has been delivered to the kitchen.
Just observing, because she is not really into kids, but she finds them weird in that they're not supposed to be depressed.
Is there
Alara, for the
playing
first time, you
anything?
think maybe the slavers might be an improvement.
She's like, What's the rest doing?
Oh,
Is Rose
sorry.
doing anything?
No, what are none of the kids playing or anything?
No, this is in the meantime while this is going on. They're sort of petting the Newt at the moment.
Oh, everyone's at the Newt.
No, some others have gone off to deliver stuff at the back.
What are you doing, Rose?
Nothing. Rose is probably looking around just to make sure the Ratman isn't around anymore.
Rotman.
So on guard.
Perception rolls.
Oh, what is that?
Rose,
it
you
vom-
don't think you see any red man following you.
Is it vomit induced? Oh my god, it's vomit induced.
The smell of the ditch like sort of wafts over as you're doing this. Okay. And then going on, Verity, what are you doing?
Is Karen around?
Yeah, looking around. After a while, the sound of movement.
He thanks the kids who are helping and say they did a very good thing today.
You are welcome.
Whoa.
Verity sigh.
She looks so dead inside. Nothing.
Kids.
How do you not know that she's...
And then a lady shows up. It's like elfish with a hair. Looking, if not for the 1,000-yard stare that tends to accompany her.
She is pretty. Ooh.
Verity, it is good to see you again.
Nika Karen and Verity does about.
How are the kids today?
They are improving in terms of learning.
I heard one of the teachers didn't come today.
Yes, it is unfortunate. But primes are primes.
Was she sick or?
Like Verity throws off.
I don't know.
Of that.
Karen seems to notice that you seem to expect more of this. I do not know. House address. Well, not much of a house. A hovel. Not much of a hovel either. But you might ask them if you care to.
Sure. Thank you.
You can just PM me the address
Okay.
or something. And
Actually, do you know what is happening recently in the gatehouse?
There was an escape.
There's something about darkness from.
Leandra isn't self. It may be better to ask her. But I hear that she trails off a bit.
time.
What do you wish to know?
I just want to warn you about some recent incident about.
He looks around. Are the kids still around, or did they return?
They're patiently waiting for the playtime.
Oh. Verity turns to Karen and says,
I'll speak to you about this later. I'll attend to the kids.
You wish.
and then he goes up.
So, what game do you want to play today?
I'm out, I guess.
Right. I think we'll end here for tonight.
Yes.
Oh.
We are suitably depressed, the audience.
It's like, oh.
What? But Verity was just about to play a game. I want to see the Verity game.
It's Monopoly. They stop being
Yes,
friends.
Monopoly.
Alright.
Yeah, because he does like he just shows his wings and like bring them fly around and stuff like that. I don't know. Whatever games they want to play.
Fly. Okay, and with that, I think we'll see everybody next week.
Yeah.
On Monday this time, I think. Like, there's no change in schedule again until March, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yep, April.
I mean April. We're in March. Lel.
All right, then we'll see you next
Okay,
session.
see you next week on Monday. No changes this time. Bye.
Ciao.
Bye.
I was thinking of